begin.
Oh yeah, we are here. We are here. So how you been, man? What's going on?
Not too bad. Busy day. We got our tournament push. We were supposed to play yesterday, but got moved to today. So it's been a.
Oh, okay. So that's where you were all day. Okay.
Yeah. It's been a long
Gotcha.
day. It's been ice cold outside.
Yes.
That was difficult. Not gonna lie.
Heck
Because I mean, everybody's like, oh, you're the guy from Wisconsin, right? Why are you complaining about the cold? Like, you realize we play. If it goes under 60 degrees, we go inside. Like, we don't play outside.
Yeah.
But it was brutal, man. Like, my fingers are still kind of like trying to find their way back home.
Yeah.
But
No. Okay. So
Yeah.
so where did y'all play at?
so we played at A&M Consolidated High School.
Oh, okay. So right here.
Yeah, just right here. They actually it's very close to where you live. I
Yeah.
just realized. But yeah, no, it's it's a good high school. They like us there. They have a good connection with tennis club. So anything we do, they usually allow us to do whatever we want after 5 o'clock. They'll leave the
Sweet.
lights on for us and everything. So, I've been out there till like 1 o'clock in the morning before.
Damn. Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, when you love it, you do it.
Heck
But,
yeah.
it was good. I mean, it was a good day. We ended. My partner and I I played 2 draws. I played the mixed doubles draw and the men's
Okay.
doubles draw. Both of them we made the finals.
Well, shoot.
Both of them we lost the finals.
Damn.
but
Okay.
we made it that far, which is it's not terribly disappointing. It's good to it's good to play around and
Yeah.
play with new people every now and then. This is a new partner that I played with in men's doubles because my typical partner that I play with was injured.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was good playing with him. It's a different feel. Definitely takes time to kind of get everything clicking. And obviously, the team that we played with, they are our top doubles team in our tennis club. And
Okay.
I'd say we're about, I'd say maybe the 4th or 3rd, if I had to rank all of them there.
Okay.
Probably 4th or 3rd.
Okay.
But so they gave us a good match. But yeah, I mean, I'm not disappointed with the turnout. It was a good day.
Oh, well, good, man.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So, I know that you played tennis all throughout high school, right?
Yes, that
Okay.
was a sport.
Okay. Because have you always played doubles? Like,
So no, actually,
Okay.
I grew up hating doubles, thinking it was lame because you got 2 people. It's not all you. You're not the whole show. But
yeah.
I learned very quickly in high school that doubles is extremely important if you're playing team tennis at all.
Mhm.
And something like our coach pushed us real hard to be doubles players.
Okay.
Because he says, even the A&M coach, I was speaking with him every now and then when I come for camps and stuff like that, they'd always iterate the fact that doubles, it's very easy to take a doubles player to make him a singles player, but it's pretty difficult to make a singles player a doubles player.
Gotcha.
And that just goes with like court awareness is
Okay.
really what it is. Because if you're aware of your court in doubles and you play, you're able to move well with another person there and follow the ball even when you're not looking at where it's being hit. Just little things like that end up translating really well. Hitting new angles, really placing the ball rather than just smacking the crap out of it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I played singles all out going through juniors, and now I played almost none.
Okay.
Like
exclusively doubles.
Exclusively doubles.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah, it's I enjoy it. It's very easy to also put on a show playing doubles. It's almost easier.
Oh,
So-
okay. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you start in high school? Have you always played tennis, or was it?
So, yeah, no, actually, obviously tennis. I picked up a racket when I was 2, but
Oh, okay.
like held a racket, swung home runs. There's videos on my old phone of me just slamming the ball, just letting my dad would just throw it almost like a baseball.
Yeah.
But with the tennis racket. So, I'd been introduced to tennis since I was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say I actually played tennis until I turned about 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But growing up, I mean, the first sport I really played competitively was soccer, which I absolutely am trash at. Like, that is the one sport I will admit cannot play.
Okay.
But yeah, growing up, I played periodically almost everything you could have imagined, and so that was really exciting for me growing up. But then tennis was the one that really, hit home. That was that was my home run, I guess.
So. Oh, nice. Way to bring it all back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So, I know that you're not necessarily a Texas kid, but so, where are you originally from?
So originally, I'm not a Texas kid, but I was born in Houston.
Gotcha.
Oddly enough, but within the first year of my life, I moved to Wisconsin, lived there for 13 years, pretty much set my foundations there. You know, basically who I am today is because of how I grew up there, the way I portray myself, the people I grew up around. You can see it if you meet anybody from my childhood. You can see me in them in different ways. And then, around 8th grade is when I moved to Houston, Katy, Houston area. But yeah, I lived there for about 7 years. And then just recently, actually, my family now moved to Connecticut. So back up in the north. But it's cool. It's nice to be back. It's a little different now, though, you know, because my closest friends are Texas residents, right? Yeah. So now when they all get together, when they meet up after college, it's kind of hard to see all of them because I'm at home and not in Katy. So which you can attest to. Like I don't see you over break too much, but luckily I get to see you in College Station. Yeah, but
for sure. Okay, so first 13 years. I mean, how is it there?
How is it?
Yeah,
honestly,
Wisconsin.
It is. You know, it's a bubble. I'll put it that way. I'll put it simply. It is a bubble. My eyes were open when I moved to the Houston area. And by that, I mean, like, I understood what the real world is like. Yeah. You know, when I was there, it was almost like a luxury. I knew everybody. Everybody knew me. We all had a great time together. Everybody was friends. Yeah. And for me personally, it was, you know, it was easier to be the top. You know, I was number. There's a smaller amount of people, and you know this comes up a lot. I'll always say like I was number 9 in the state of Wisconsin when I was growing up in tennis, and then I moved here and you know didn't even break the top 100. So so it's like it's a big step in a different direction. But in the end, it is a place where you know it's to me. The happiest place on earth, not Disney, but no, it's just a good place. You get all the seasons, you get a very temperate climate. It does get balls cold, but like it is it's a good place. Like you can't be unhappy living there. So
interesting. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to go because I've never been there. Yeah, never.
I'll take some time.
Shoot, all right. Yeah. Okay. So that's very cool. Very cool. So small town feel. Do you know like? Was it, I don't know, like 10,000, 8,000?
Okay, so it was bigger than that. It was 72.
Oh, shoot. Okay, okay.
But so it was kind of middle town. Like it felt like it didn't feel like a rural area. You know, there was still life. Yeah. You know, there were a lot of things going on in the city center area. Of course, it was much scaled down. But, you know, I just remember growing up, one of the biggest things going on was Oktoberfest. It was a very heavy German community in Wisconsin. Not ethnically German, but, like, you know.
Yeah, like
through lineage German history, right? Yeah. So, there's a lot of... Oktoberfest is a huge deal. Crazy parades. Christmas had a crazy parade, too. But Oktoberfest, I remember, like, that is what you wanted to go to. Okay. Never understood what it was until now. But now if I go back, a lot of beer will be consumed that day. Yes. But, so there's things like that. Like, it's not a small town. Gotcha. It is a big town in a small area.
Gotcha. So awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, came here when you were 13, and then so did you? Okay, so you played there, So now you're playing here. So did you immediately get started playing here, like here at A&M?
You mean tennis?
Yeah, like just.
Oh, okay. So actually, when I came here, I thought, all right, I'm moving to a different place. It's time to focus on what I really enjoy. So for me, that was both basketball and tennis at the time. Obviously I was better at tennis, but I loved basketball. I thought it was really cool. Volleyball was also a cool one. I never got to really pursue that one here. But basketball for sure. So I would do the camps here at A&M for basketball and tennis. Did I start those right away? No. It definitely took me until I think 2 years our sophomore year of high school is when I started doing, actual training and stuff here at A&M. And the program here is very, very good. Oh, okay. And we got to work with some of the players. I got the privilege of playing one of the team players from, I think he was the season before the summer that I came here. Okay. So he had graduated that year. That was a real humbling experience, learning just the level it takes to get to this point. Yeah. Because, I was playing, I'd say probably the peak of my tennis at that time. And I was able to get no more than one game off the guy in 2 sets. Dang. Like, the guy just demolished me. And, I go watch these matches now, and it's like, incredible respect for the athletes. Wish I could do it. Always wanted to. Had the opportunity for Division III, but at the same time, school is what was important for me. So I thought, I'll still do it for fun, that kind of thing. But,
heck yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, it took some time. I needed to get comfortable with the area. Of course, I jumped into tournaments starting, but I did spend a lot of the first year kind of like messing around with basketball, trying to get to know people first, and then start really diving into it, because I didn't have a facility to train at. I didn't know what was a good one for me, because so far still the best one that I've ever been to, and it probably is just biased just because I know the people there so well, and basically I am what they taught me to be. Okay. So that could be why I have heavy bias towards my Fox Cities Racket Club in Wisconsin. It's a fantastic place, and I noticed really it was interesting when I went back to play, to just hit with one of my old coaches. I just watched him play, and I was like, that is how I look. That is exactly like to the T. And he was the first guy who taught me how to play. Oh, okay. So it's really interesting to like see those things when you realize, because that'll be any kid, I guarantee you. The way they look now is how their first coach would have played.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So, okay. So yeah, it took you a little bit of time. So why A&M?
Why A&M? So my dad, my father, I'm not gonna sound so professional, but no, my dad, he did his master's and PhD here. Okay. So I was actually, there's a long story of how I got to A&M.
Please, man.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he had introduced me to A&M. Okay. So I was always familiar with it. There were 2 colleges I was most familiar with, was A&M and University of Wisconsin in Madison. Gotcha. All right. Same thing I did at both. Basketball, tennis camps here. And then of course here, my dad. So he knows a lot of people in the mechanical engineering department. He did his MD, sorry. I'm thinking MD, PhD, because that's what I want to do. But master's and PhD here in mechanical engineering as soon as he came from India. This is actually the first place he lived. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. There's actually, you know where Blaze is now? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually that whole area. They were like a tiny set of 6 apartments.
And he was there.
He was there. My mom and my dad. That's like the first place they lived in the U.S. Okay. So
College Station. Okay.
College. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. So he introduced me to the area, and looking through colleges, obviously, it's got to be there because it's a state school. It's relatively fairly priced in tuition, and then my dad told me about it. So I honestly didn't want to. This was not the bottom of my list. It was the third to bottom of my list. Okay. UT Dallas wanted me so bad, I said no. Wow. They're still sending me like, come for grad school, and I'm like, no,
can't do it.
Not today. No, but I really wanted to go out of state. I wanted to go to Wisconsin. I wanted to go to Boston. Those are 2 places that I looked at. I liked them. I got in. I saw the price tag. I was like, no, thank you.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah. But even with scholarships, those schools end up being like almost close to twice what we pay here. Yeah. But anyway, so how I chose here was actually just, it was easy to like, just because I knew the place. Housing was relatively cheap. I could get basically a higher quality place for a lower price as opposed to like Austin or Wisconsin. Definitely Boston.
Yo.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of what it boiled down to in the end. Was this was just the easiest option. And then one thing I do regret doing, or not doing, when I was going through college things, was I didn't do a single college visit.
Oh.
So
yeah.
So I'd only researched the schools, and I only heard about these schools from like family members who recommended them and stuff like that. It was like Boston University, for instance. One of my cousins went there, so she did a medical program there, which is, you know, something I want to do. So I thought I would, you know, shoot for that school. Got in, and then I was like, you know what? I have no idea what the area is like. I'm not about to go take a college visit, so because I don't really have the time. It was just about to get to finals time in school.
Oh, so yeah, but it was just kind of bad timing.
Yeah, it was just real bad timing. I just didn't plan it out well at all with the college search, but you know, ended up here, and honestly, great decision. Aside from the fact that I went back to Boston and really wish I went there, but because now
aside from that,
my family lives there now, so I like took a trip to Boston. Dude, I would have.
Dang.
Boston would have been my town.
Oh, dang. Okay.
But no, it's okay. I couldn't be happier that I came here. It's because nobody comes here and hates the place.
Yeah.
You know, if there's one place in Texas I love, it's College Station.
Oh wow, look at that.
Like I never thought that I'd actually go home and like want to be back. You know, not necessarily because of the people that are here, but just because of the place. Like, obviously my friends are here and I see them during school all the time, which is fantastic. I love it.
Of course.
But even more so than that, what I didn't realize was the place itself. You know, they always talk about this like Aggie spirit thing that kind of goes on, but it's real, man. That is real. Haven't met a single person who just doesn't like it. Comes here and is like, this place sucks. I wish I could transfer out.
Yeah.
The only people who leave are the people who don't make it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's honestly, that's the best thing about College Station. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, man. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here.
You as well. I mean, finally, it turned out. It's always great finding people that you didn't know came here, and then they're just like, "Oh, you're here."
Yeah. Oh man, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Just people from high school, people from middle school.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the weirdest, but you know.
I had a friend who was MSc open house. My last year. No, our freshman year actually. My first year here. So obviously MSc open house, big deal. Yeah. Or no, maybe not MSc open house. Gig'em week.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's Howdy Week now.
Yeah.
But Gig'em Week, when it was Gig'em Week, I was just messing around, went to the bookstore because I like looking at expensive stuff and thinking I can buy it.
Yeah.
But
as we all, yeah.
Yeah. No, but so one of my friends in high school, one of my great tennis players that came through A&M Seven Lakes High School, he went to play at University of Arkansas. Smith. So. D2 school. He's still a very good D2 school. Yeah. And he's a fantastic player, ultimate backyard athlete. Actually, you know him, Ryan.
Really?
Ryan Haslop? Yeah. You guys played him. There was Brandon was the and then Ryan was the other one who actually like looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yes.
So, okay. Yeah, that guy. He's just all around backyard athlete, and can just do whatever. But yeah, so I thought he was just there. He never told me anything like he's coming here or anything like that. Yeah. But I'm just going through, and I was like, hey, what's up? How are you doing? Yeah. What are you even doing here?
Yeah, like.
And then he's like, oh, I'm just doing this scavenger hunt that that we can find stuff and then win a prize. And I'm like, no, like, what are you doing here? Why are you in College Station? I go here. Oh, you didn't tell me?
Crazy. What is this? Okay.
But yeah, and then it was kind of the same thing. Like Tyler told me you're here, and I'm like, everybody's coming here now. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, it was a weird. Well, I mean, I was heavily influenced by a friend, and then U of H, I was just like, I feel like it's too close to home, and then UT, I was like, Austin's cool, don't get me wrong, but I mean, here's a lot cheaper, and plus, I mean, when I got to go, like, I went to, like, a little tea camp, which is, like, howdy camp or fish camp or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like, I just kind of fell in love there because, like, people are so nice. Like, just like you said, like, when people come here, they don't hate it.
Oh,
and, like, I'm pretty sure all of us are just looking for a good time. So, yeah, so I was like, okay, it's a good fit.
Yeah.
It's a good fit.
And I'm sure Tyler's told you the same story. He's one of those guys, like, he came our freshman year. I think he was at junior. Do you remember that?
He didn't go to
Texas Lutheran, TLU.
Oh, yeah.
TLU. He was playing baseball there.
Yes.
He came here one weekend. We played some golf, ate some pizza in Northgate, just chilled around, played some pool, watched a movie.
Yeah.
The dude immediately tried to transfer.
He's like, I need to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just, you realize what it is when you come here. It's cool. Yeah. It's very cool. So for you, it was just like the price and the
the price and I mean, I did the cardinal sin, which is follow your significant other here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that fizzled out as soon as I got here, but that was basically it.
Yeah.
But you know, there's nice people around here. Good, you know, it's as soon okay. So Northgate, I've kind of figured out what Northgate is. Yeah. So like, there's a lot of hype around it, and yeah, it's fun. But you know, there's other like little spots like Poets. Like Poets is awesome. Like I think Poets is like one of the coolest things ever, and it's just off to the side. Like it's real small, but I don't know. Like you kind of, I feel like there's a place for everyone here.
Oh so, yeah.
And like, it wasn't that I was afraid of that, but it was like, will I find that? And I feel like I've definitely found it. So,
and that's actually something that I noticed that because it happened to me, it happened to a couple of international students I know of. You know, A&M is just a fantastic place, and we keep saying that. It's just that we didn't realize it beforehand, and I think that goes down to their advertising for the school. I'm serious. Like, there's a friend of my mom's friend's son. Who is in India right now, contacting me about doing an undergraduate program here because I don't know why. Because I go here, I guess. But I don't know the guy. But so he's sending me emails. He's talking about how he's between, you know, I think it was an electrical engineering program here or at West Virginia. Okay. All this guy has to go off of is the internet. You know, just looking at videos. Excuse me, sorry. Videos and just, you know, basically personal opinions about the place, right? And you can get that off of forums, you can get that off of YouTube videos, stuff like that, but that's basically all the access he had. And he told me the reason he was having an issue was because A&M is a much higher ranked electrical engineering program, but, you know, when you look at them, West Virginia is just a much more inviting school. Okay. On paper. Okay. So when he emailed me, I'm like, that's not true. Like, I was told when I was coming here, I will be a cowboy. I will be listening to country music. I will exemplify that. And it was, no, I'm not that. In fact, I actively avoid that. But yeah, I have not set foot in Harry's once.
Good for you. Good for you.
No, but seriously though. So he emailed me and I was able to tell him basically what you said. You know, there's a place for everybody, something you like. There are just so many people here.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Like, and it's a small town. Oh yeah. It's so small, and I don't know. Yeah.
This place is smaller than Appleton, Wisconsin, and we have more people here. Than in Appleton, Wisconsin.
I believe the traffic's god awful, but anyway.
Yeah. No, it's really, really cool, and I like what you said about Poets because that's something that Dylan was telling me about last night as well. He was telling me, like, we went to World of Beer yesterday, right? And he's like, we got to find another place like World of Beer here because you know, it's a very chill environment.
Exactly.
Great beer. It's a world, man. It's a world of beer. I mean, so it's you know, that kind of thing is just. It's good. Northgate, like you said, it's not necessarily all the hype. It's got its moments, maybe 1 off, 2 off, but you're going to lose a lot of money going to Northgate, let me tell you.
Yes, very much.
But definitely, I spent my birthday there. It was fantastic.
Oh, good for you, man. Good for you.
The night of, the next day wasn't so much, but
yes, I saw the aftermath.
It was quite awful. But it was you're exactly right. But so what would you what is your place if you could pick a place? Is it just Poets, or is there somewhere else you would want to go?
Oh, I mean, Jacob was telling me about the Tap. I still haven't been there yet.
Okay.
I'd like to go.
You'd love it Wednesday nights. Fantastic environment.
Is that when I think there's a piano player?
Piano bar, yes, okay, that is it. It's two guys. We got one guy on the piano, another guy on the drums. All right, and they just, almost every song they know. You just write it on a napkin, give them a tip, and they'll play it. I tried my luck last time. So my birthday and Jacob's birthday, we decided to go there because
awesome.
It's a good place. We love it. But thought maybe let's test my luck. So I was like, I gave him a song. To this day, it's not been that long, but I can't remember the song that I wrote. But I wrote, I'm like, hey, let's play this song, but let me play the drums. It's my birthday. And he threw it on the ground. But dang it. I gave him like $12 too. Like most people give him like $1. I gave him 12.
Yeah.
And the guy just like threw it on the ground. I'm like,
wow. Wait. Did he take the money?
He took the money. He's not gonna get the money back.
Oh, okay. He's like, yeah.
Once it's on the piano, it's his money. Like he just can't do anything. But I was like, that blows, because in my head I'm like, this is it. This will be so much fun to do. You don't get to play on stage anymore. But I never played on stage. But you know what I mean.
It's like, give me my I don't know, my moment, my shot.
Yeah, give me a shot. Like we will. You don't know what I am yet.
Yeah, right? like please.
Granted, I'm not the guy he's with, but I know whatever song I put up there there's a list of songs it could have been, but. There's whatever song I put on there, I knew I could have confidently played that one, drunk or sober.
Yes.
And it would have sounded cool, because his set...
What is it?
I can't remember. It's either Actually, no, I don't know what his set is, because he has a...
Was it like a custom...
bass head?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a custom resonant head, but he added I think he just replaced it. So it doesn't say like what the stock company is, and I've never gotten close enough to it to see.
Okay.
I know he used a few Sabian and a few Zildjian cymbals. That's about it. But it's a very simple set. It's what is it? It's a blue set. It's just a simple snare, bass, tom, and a rack tom and a floor. But the way he mic'd that thing up, it just sounds beautiful. It's amazing how different everything sounds with a mic.
Yes, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. And to that credit, it makes it super hard to get it to that sound.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you.
Oh, yeah. Like, what's the... I guess what's the best you've ever gotten your drums to sound? Because when I remember you were playing in your garage. You moved out of there, I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah, so we ended up moving somewhere else, just like down the street, like a different subdivision.
Okay.
And I had this panic room, which is where the podcast was shot before here, and I built it all up. I made my own sound absorbers. Like I built them out of wood, and then I put like insulation that you put in your attics and your like roof. Okay. I used that, and it sounded great in there. But it had this giant, like I don't even know what you would call it. So act like there's a giant tilt. That is god awful for acoustics.
Oh yeah,
it was a horrible reflection, just horrible. But the best that I got it sounding was after I think 13 hours of editing, like total, because it just could not sound good in there.
Really?
It sucks so bad. Yeah.
Wow.
So but I got about 2 recordings out of it, and they sound half decent. But it was reverbing, and like the snare, I basically scaled the living crap out of the snare, and same with the kick, but I made the kick sound pretty good.
Okay.
But other than that, too many reflections, and then just kind of drowned each other out. But
how many mics were you using at the time?
Oh man, I had 2 rack, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I had 7 mics.
Oh wow. Okay, so you had the full setup then.
Oh yeah.
You were
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I was going.
Cool. Yeah, I was trying the caveman way.
Did you do like regular like vocal mics on the things?
So yeah, I mean they were vocal mics. So actually, Jacob had. It was Jacob's 2 mics that he had.
Oh, okay.
I used those, but like, man, watching where I started to what I was using, like I was using my old iPhone 4. That was the first video I made. I was using my iPhone 4.
That's awesome.
Strictly for all the video and all of the audio. It was just based on the placement in the room that I put the camera. How it sounded. Okay. I got it to sound, it sounded still trashy, right? You get all that extra crap, right? So it went from that. And that you can see that on the first video I've ever posted on YouTube, and it is god awful, but it's still like surprisingly not the worst. Okay. So I kept going, moved further to a GoPro, and then one mic, and then eventually I just moved my drum set completely. Actually, no, I got a new drum set in the middle of there. Okay. So I went from this like $200 CB drum set, had that one. It was I think it was like a 5-piece, four piece. Okay. No, 5-piece, but I only used 4. Okay. Yeah, actually that's cool. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But but it was a 4-piece, 5-piece. But then I moved to a Gretsch, Catalina Maple. Oh, it is so nice. But better than the sound was the price. But it was like got a hell of a deal. Okay. But yeah, I mean, otherwise I would have gotten such a nice set. No, I mean, that's a 7-piece set. I don't even know how to use all of them. Like
wow. Okay.
Like I have an 8-inch tom. I can't get that thing to sound correct. It just sounds like hitting a cowbell basically. Like it
just super high pitched.
It's I gotta figure it out. But anyways, moved that. So I had those in my room originally. And even tried doing exactly what you did with the wooden boards, but instead of doing it on the walls, which I should have done, my biggest concern was how much noise was bleeding through the floor because my room was on the top floor.
Same.
Yeah. So I did what you did, but I did it underneath. I basically made a stage for it.
Yeah.
I put them on there. Yeah, it didn't help too much, but it was worth a shot.
It was an effort, yeah.
Yeah, it was a project. It was fun, and then we repurposed it later, so it worked out fine.
Okay.
But then I decided to move them downstairs into our living room, which nobody enjoyed. It's not like straight in our living room, but like I don't know if you came to my house after.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Probably not. But it was basically it's my front door. You take 2 steps in. You turn right.
There's a drum.
There's a drum set. So it's like it's definitely a topic of conversation when someone enters the house for the first time. Yeah. But my parents, like, the sound didn't bother them. Oh. It was the eyesore, they called it. Like, it doesn't belong there.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm like, you're not wrong, but the acoustics are so much better.
Like, come on, you can't argue with it.
Yeah. Okay. But then I was playing around with Jacob's mics, like I said, and different configurations with those. And honestly, the most I ever had was 2 vocal mics. Okay, one of them was really crappy. It was the one you guys used in 8th grade, that mic. And another one was a very nice mic, which his ex actually seemed to have sold without his knowing.
How does that even... Okay.
You got to ask him about that later. It's a fun story.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, like I tried playing around with those, just set that one on a... but yeah, so it sounded really bad at first. Because like you said, exactly, you can't get the right sounding because the way it was like I think it was like a 9-foot ceiling, and then goes straight into a 2-foot opening.
Oh,
sorry, not 2 foot. Sorry, 2-story opening.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that 2-story opening helped with the acoustics. If I could project all the sound forward rather than radiating sideways, because I had like windows over here. I had a couch right here, which was nice because that couch absorbed a lot.
Yeah, sucking all up.
Yeah, it was a cloth couch, so that was really good. But yeah, if I could project it forward, I was like, the sound kind of rose a little bit and wasn't so spotty and so crashy. But there is one video, the final video I posted, and the last one I probably will post because it actually sounds quite good.
Wow.
Definitely a video I'm very proud of to see. Like, this is where I came, and it was
sweet.
It was good, but never gotten to that point again. Never gotten to hear that again, but you know, that's where kind of like where your performance curve goes, right?
Yeah.
Like you go here, oh yes, go to college, okay, we're going back down. Like,
no, yeah, no, same story, man. Oh my god. Yeah, because I had like a 1.5-year drought of just not playing drums. Like I got super involved in basketball, and then when I came back to it, I was like, I kind of really suck.
Yeah.
Like, you got to keep doing this thing. But did you ever have like that long drought, or you're just oh, for sure,
like just college, dude. Like as soon as I started, because I go back, and you know, I like I said, it was in my living room, so it wasn't like I could play all the time. I had to
be like courteous, like, is no one home?
Exactly, yeah. When no one's home, I'm just like killing it, you know. I was like, no, but so I was trying to do that whenever I could, whenever I came home. But obviously, when you come back from college, everybody kind of wants to spend time with you. It's your family time, right?
Oh, of course.
So you know, I kind of got consumed in that, and then you know, as soon as that happened, then we actually around April of freshman year is when my parents made me actually just pack it up completely, because we needed to have showings for the house to sell.
Sense. Yeah.
So from then, obviously no playing, because it was all packed up, just stacked up in my closet. And then, so we moved to Connecticut, and it was in my basement. And, you know, once they moved there, the family aspect became a lot more important to me.
Yeah.
So rather than spending like an hour or so jamming out, I was like, you know, I'm gonna spend some time with my new dog, my parents, you know, stuff like that. So that kind of took most of the time. So that's where a lot of it went. And then and then I just tried to pick it up again over this break. Boy, I was playing like I had been playing for 3 years still. So no, not quality.
Oh, okay.
Like style of play, like what I thought I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was playing at the same speed and all that. You know, beats were a little bit off. They were, you know, like I would be a half step ahead or a quarter step ahead on a couple of them. Wouldn't be so symmetric all the time. But the worst thing was the point that I would be after like an hour and a half. You know how you start getting those little cuts, or if you have calluses, then you have calluses and you're set, right?
Yeah.
So we had those before we left college.
Yeah.
10 minutes in, I sent you that picture over
break,
like just
peeled off.
It's just gone, like everything torn apart. And that's just 10 minutes in, and I was having to stop. Like I just couldn't play.
Yeah,
and like I mean, in the moment, like, you know, the adrenaline's going. Yeah. And to me, it's a bit of a commitment, because whenever I start playing, I'm sweating balls.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So it's a crazy commitment. Like if I showered and then I go and play, I'm like, I'm not gonna play. You know, like I'm not gonna shower again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that would happen, and I'd like, you know, I wouldn't be able to play. I'd have to stop after 10 minutes every time, just heal for a second, wait 3 days, and then go try again.
Yeah.
And you know, so that's really what's been holding me back now. So I haven't really been able to test whether I'm still at my same potential. Definitely am not. But I'd definitely like to see if I could still make a cool video, because I have a lot of songs that I'd like to play just lined up, that I'd like to make videos for, that I've been thinking about since I was since I'd first started, but like since I'd gotten decent. Just cool songs that I enjoy playing, not particularly drum fantastic songs, but just songs that I enjoy, right? So I guess on that note, what is your style? Like, what do you enjoy playing to?
Well, I kind of started out playing like rock or like punk songs, like just regular, like no crazy measures. There's like a few fills here, few fills there, but it was just like music that I enjoyed.
Right.
And then I amped it up when I started getting a lot more more confidence playing. I got into like this death metal phase, and I was just trying my best to hone in on certain techniques, and I don't know if it did more harm than good, but when I started to come back after like that 1.5-year drought I was talking about, I kind of went more into like the rudiments, and I'm like, you know what, let me try and like learn it right. So I started to kind of clean up actually doing real rolls, not just single stroke everything. Like I can actually do like certain paradiddles and certain not beats, like rhythm patterns. So I started out with like punk rock, metal, and then now it's just like anything. Like not like even like house music. I love doing it to house music just because there's so many different sounds and you can just kind of like play off of them, and I don't know. I love drumming to house music.
It's just fantastic. There's actually there's a couple guys, not a couple, there's one guy. There's a couple guys that I like watching on YouTube. One of them being, you probably know, Cobus.
Yes.
Cobus,
dude,
fantastic.
He's been on there for like 10 years or something like that.
Oh yeah, fantastic drummer though, just skillfully, unbelievable.
And he's sponsored by GoPro.
Super jealous.
Super jealous.
Hit this guy up, guys. Come on, he needs it. Anyway. But no, he's just everything. He's got it going good. He's even got DW sponsorships, Sabian now. He was with some, I think it was like TRX or something like that before, and I don't know, I never heard of him until I saw him. But anyways, he's got like the good technical stuff that I like watching. He plays the more like popular music, things that you'd heard, more like rock things. He does. Oh, I love his 30 Seconds to Mars covers. I love watching. And 30 Seconds to Mars is one of my favorite bands to drum to.
Oh, okay.
Just
they're
one of their old stuff, you know. Shannon Leto.
Oh,
love his setup. He plays great.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto as well. Just the band is definitely one of my favorite bands. Not, you know, most people won't say that. I will. I just appreciate it.
No.
He's a great singer. Like you hear him live, it's just
have you seen him live?
Dude, I'm dying to, dude.
Oh, dang. Okay.
There was actually a girl in my major. I saw her, and I was talking to her, and she was wearing a 30 Seconds to Mars shirt. I'm like, dude, when did you go see 30 Seconds to Mars? She's like, oh, they like opened up for Muse. And I'm like, so how was the 30 Seconds to Mars show? And she's like, I mean, I really only cared about Muse. I'm like, what the hell?
Why are you wearing the shirt?
Exactly. She's like, it was a good show, but like, I just wanted to see Muse. I was like, dude.
Who am I talking to right now?
Yeah,
okay.
But I mean, I watched a lot of their live performances on TV, not TV, sorry, on YouTube, obviously. You know, they obviously all bands don't play the song the same time every time, but these guys really try to add an element to every song and kind of either change that element or improve on that element every single time. Like, for instance, one of their songs, Do or Die. Whenever they perform that, they'll always come out with a flag representing whatever country they're in as kind of a statement as to, like, this is, you know, do what you can. You are a collective whole, you know, together you can do whatever. So, like, the flag kind of exemplifies that sort of aspect. And,
that's cool. It's cool as hell.
And especially with their new performances. It's not that I don't like their new music. I love it. I love their new songs. They just aren't drum songs. Like they're too rudimentary in a way to where it's not something I would particularly enjoy drumming to. There's a lot of room for improvement, but it's also the type of song where the basic beat is what it needs.
Oh,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they've released 2 songs so far. They've performed both of them live, and it's actually really interesting watching them because they did 2 really strange performances, and they're kind of trying to, I guess, move with technology. I don't know how I feel about it, but basically their live performances that they've shown on different shows and stuff like that have been where the people even in the audience needed to watch them on the screen. So yeah, it's interesting, right? Like, they came to watch you live, so why are they watching on a screen? But then the theatrics of it are really interesting. Like, so one song, Walk on Water, is the first one they released. And that one, what they did is it was pitch black inside the stadium. They performed it at the VMAs, I believe. And the whole stadium, pitch black. No one can see anything. You can't see anything. And he's, you know, they start going, music's playing, they start singing. And, you know, you're meant to watch the screen because they're shooting the whole performance with thermal cameras. So it's like you see these heat maps of bodies, like
going crazy.
Yeah. So that was interesting. And then the other one is Dangerous Night. I like that one too. They're both great songs. But that one, they did some cool camera stuff where they're using this special robotic camera where they like zoom in, turn, like all these really sharp movements. And just, I don't know, you just kind of have to see it, and it's it's an interesting kind of thing. Like, I'm not sure if I particularly enjoyed it, but it is something that's like, obviously they're trying to do something new.
Yeah, different. Push the boundary. Yeah.
But I guess back to what we were talking about. But so the guy who does a lot of good house music and EDM ish stuff, more like popular kind of electronic music, like Chainsmokers or
has like that trap element to it.
Yeah, trap music. That's exactly what it is. Trap music. He does a lot of that. Like there's a great remix to Don't Let Me Down. The Millennium remix is a good one. He does a fantastic cover to that. The Hills RL Grime remix. He kills that one. But this guy got so much popularity. His name is Matt McGuire.
Oh, I feel like I've probably seen him.
You've probably seen him.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of videos around, but it's gotten to the point where a lot of these trap guys liked kind of what he did. I wouldn't call Chainsmokers trap, but but it got to the point where the Chainsmokers had invited him to tour with them.
Oh, wow.
So he did a little bit of stuff with them, but I like, watching him got me kind of into drumming and that kind of stuff, because like now I'm hearing all these cool elements that are there that I didn't, think to play off of before. But that's just a whole nother like game. Because when the drums are there, you can play the drums to the drums. But when you gotta find them, it's a little different.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, that's my thought process exactly, because you're adding your own spin to it. Like, of course, you can add your own spin to a certain cover. You can do a different fill or do something like that. But when you're just straight up trying to find it, is probably the best way to describe it. Yeah. Oh man, same thought process. Yeah,
it's awesome. Like, that's the best part, right? Because now you're actually making your own. Yeah. Like I never felt that before. I thought, I always thought I was, but then I'd listen to it over, and I'd realize I'm playing too much.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, I messed that up. Yeah, like,
exactly. Or like it doesn't fit the song. Like, you think in your head it fits the song, but then you listen to it again, and you realize the little breaks that you added a fill in are necessary breaks. Yeah. Like they had them there for a reason. Yeah. They know what they're doing.
It's like you just overplayed the shit out of it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting to see like how their style changed. So that's cool that you said you also like drumming to trap music, which actually I was gonna bring up yesterday when we were at the bowling alley.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because there was dude, I don't know what the song was, but just some song was playing, and I was like, oh, all right, I'm feeling this, and a lot of it. It's really strange because I used to attribute a lot of what I couldn't do to what I didn't have. And by that, I mean like more materialistic things. Like, oh, I don't have a splash.
Yeah, my God. I feel like every drummer goes through that. Yeah, because I did the same. Oh, it's disgusting what I did.
I got to get that. I got to get better heads. No, you don't.
until like you get the head, till you get the new bass pedal, till you get like what I did was so stupid. I just bought like this crazy. I was paying for quantity. Just this massive set where 2 bass drums, 3 rack, 2 floor. You just keep drum all day long and that shit.
Going Neil Peart on it, right?
Yeah, like, exactly. All the way around. But no, that hurts. Yeah. Because like I would find myself, if I wasn't doing homework, I was on Guitar Center looking at simple sets and like racks and all that.
It was a sickness. It was a sickness. Yeah. It got to the point where actually like, so how stock cymbals are absolute trash, right?
Yes.
Like, so I was listening to a lot of songs that had a lot of cool areas for like a China or a trash element to be added to it. And I looked at all of them and I was like, okay, I'm not about to spend at least $85 on a China, right? Yeah. And then I have to buy another stand too.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Pointless.
So I got instead what I did was, here's the engineer inside of me, right? I was like, okay, this thing sounds like crap anyway, so let's just make this. So this is what I was saying, how I turned a 5-piece set into a 4-piece.
Okay.
So it was such a crappy set. It's one of those sets where, you know, the rack mounts go into the drum.
Oh yeah,
like
like right on top of it.
No. Like you know how on normal sets or an intermediate level or expert level, like they have a whole, you know they have a clamp on the frame. Like you add an extra piece, or there's an extra piece on it where it slides into that piece.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah.
And then you screw that piece on, and then like the actual wooden part of the drum is still 100% intact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, this one went straight through the wood.
Really? Okay.
Like, so you would, if you had a clear head, you'd see the extra piece inside.
Yeah. Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah. So like, it was that kind of set.
Yeah, I got you.
But like, so they gave me 2 of these, like the L-shaped rack mounts, right? But you know, I really, really wanted to set up my my set for speed more than because I was at the time I was listening to a lot of, like you said, the punk stuff, like Travis Barker.
Oh yeah.
And that, because you know that guy, he's good. Don't get me wrong, but he's all speed, right?
Yeah, like
you know.
He's just going as hard as fast as he can.
And he goes very like, I wouldn't say it's not very technical. It's very quick and it's very complex. But at the end of the day, it's complex. It's quick.
Yeah.
Like, so I was going for that. So I basically set up my set like his, or I tried to. So they were, so you know, you had the L, so it was like the short piece is where the tom is actually supposed to be sat on. The long piece is supposed to go into your bass.
Yeah.
So what I did, I flipped it around. So I had like, I put it on this side and then pulled it over.
Okay.
So it's like right hugging my snare, and it's nice and
so
low.
You're like,
yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So I did that, and that left me with this other piece that I wasn't using, right? This other rack tom, and it has a hollow hole in it. So what did I do? Of course, I had a ton of broken sticks. So I kind of like mount it where it's kind of facing me a little bit. I saw one of the sticks in half and kind of like take electrical tape to kind of make the rest for a cymbal. And I just kind of like sit the cymbal over the that crappy cymbal. I kind of just sit it on top of the drumstick. That thing lasted me for 2.5 years, dude.
Holy shit.
Like, until I got through the set.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, the only thing that would have ruined that was if the stick that it was on had broken.
Wow.
Which is actually what happened.
After how long? 2 years?
2.5 years.
That's like, awesome though.
But that's just how sick of it. How I was like, I can't do anything without this extra stuff.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't buy it. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just make something so I can sound better. Which, at the end of the day, was not true. Like, yeah. Like, you could do all the same stuff. It obviously sounds better if you can get different stuff, but that's just because the actual tone of everything you hear. Like, for instance, Matt McGuire, he's got 2 hi-hats. One's, I think, I want to say 12 or 13, and the other one's 14, typical 14. Yeah. And so a lot of his choruses that he plays, or a lot of drops that he plays, he does a nice 16th, 32, 64th on both hi-hats. So it sounds real cool when you're going from one to the other.
Sounds crazy,
Yeah. So I'm like, I can't do that with another hi-hat. But like, just use one hi-hat. Just get it done, you know? So it's really cool. It's really cool seeing that kind of stuff, and you know, kind of seeing how, as drummers, we've kind of matured as well from what we were.
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. Yeah, okay, that kind of reminds me of something just stupid I did. Okay, so the very first drum set that I had, my parents didn't know if I was serious about it or not, because I just loved it. I had a practice pad, and I would do my rudiments and all that stuff, and I'd be playing like full songs on this freaking pad. My parents are like, "What is wrong with this kid?" But like I never went into like percussion like in school or any of that, because I was like, whatever. Yeah. But first drum set I got was the one you get at like Toys R Us, like the first act. Dude. Oh my god, broke the pedal my first hour. I was like, this sucks. But played the living crap out of that thing, and then my parents like, you know what? Let's get this kid like a good drum set.
You earned it.
Yeah, like you earned it playing on that piece of crap. But like the hi-hat and like the crash were just made out of I don't even like aluminum. Like it was just crap. Anyway, so that was my first one, and so I still had it.
Yeah,
I still had that set, and then they got me this Pearl Forum, and it's like all chrome. It's got
that's the silver one you had, right?
Yeah, and
that was a really nice.
That's
set.
like the only set that I still have. I mean, it's like an intermediate set, but you put the right heads on it. Oh, it sounds great. Yeah. Sounds great. But so yeah, I still have that. But at the time, like I wanted that 3 rack ton look because it just looks so damn cool. Like just keeping. So I wanted that so bad, and I took that first stack kit, flipped it like you know how it goes in. I flipped the base so it wouldn't be in the way, but I extended the rack toms to where I would have 3, and it just sounded like total shit because it's like, but it looked, and then on top of that, you know, it has like some cheap like drum wrap thing. Yeah. I spray painted it silver trying to match the chrome. Yeah. Oh, it's god awful.
How old were you when you did this?
Oh god. Like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
That
sounds about right.
This is it. And but then I saved up for that extremely just big drum set, the black one with a huge set. Man, like
I don't think I saw that one ever.
Oh, I posted a picture of it. It was just all black, and like I got it for a sweet deal, and it was because it's like one of Pearl's, like I think their bottom one is a sound check.
Okay.
Or there might be one below that, but like the sound check series is simply like what it sounds like, and that's what it was. Yeah. But it was just so many. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Let me get it.
This is what I needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you get a new shell pack, or was it a used set?
Oh no, brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah, it was just a huge deal because Guitar Center was like, well, we need to get rid of this thing. So I was like, yes. And like I ended up selling that recently enough. Like I guess it's been like a year and a half now, almost 2 years. And then you know, because college is expensive.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I agree.
So I had to sell that, and then I went back to my little 5-piece Pearl. But apparently, Jacob wants me to bring it down, so I'm gonna bring it down.
Me know.
Yeah,
I need to play. I haven't played.
Yeah, dude, of course.
Don't do it for you. Do it for me.
Yeah, exactly. No, and like that's like one thing. Like some drummers like do not touch my kit. I'm like why? But then if you have a Pearl Masters or just a Ludwig or a like a Birch Gretted, like I'm not gonna touch that thing. Yeah, I totally understand, but yeah, anyone can play on my fucking set.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's just it's for a drummer. If you know how to drum, go for it. I want to see what you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually,
I'll tell you.
It was. Yeah. No, I can tell you. I done a lot of stupid stuff like that too. Like the stupidest question I asked was when I was learning to play drums. You know, I was self-taught. I'm assuming you are as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess technically my first teacher was a Guitar Hero World Tour.
Oh heck yeah!
The video game.
Rock band.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, that same thing as your first act. Kick pedal was gone in like a week. Yeah. But and then the cymbals were all gone in like 2 weeks. Like
god awful.
They're horrible. Yeah. And then the sticks were also like they weren't even, they were hollow.
Yeah, like yeah.
But when I got my set for the first time, you know, I just knew I wanted it, and I just had that passion where I was like, exactly like you said, like just drumming. Like I just had those Guitar Hero sticks that I was just playing on whatever I could.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't have a pad either.
Just like your pillows, your bed,
exactly,
magazine, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So my mom would just like come upstairs and he'd be just stomping on the floor, like just like, Mom, I need the kick pedal, just chill. Yeah. But yeah, so I knew nothing about drums, like nothing drum. You remember, like when we were in 8th grade, I think, or something like that. I was just always asking you questions about like, should I get these heads?
Yeah.
Should I get this pedal? That kind of thing, because like
I
didn't know anything,
dude.
Then.
Do you still have that pedal that I gave you?
So I do. I did. No, I did. I can't say I do. I did.
Okay.
I tried to get it back actually because my pedal was kind of screwing up, but I actually wanted to do another because I had an extra floor that I just can't effectively use with my hands.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe I can mount this in a way where I can just use a pedal.
Yeah.
And just play it that way as like a third over here. So it's kind of like, you're not using your hi-hat, but it's always nice to have that extra deep note over here, just while you're going something quick and then you just want to nail it. So I thought about doing something like that, but I had actually so when I had sold my shit set, it was a shit set. So I needed to have something in it that would
been there.
I needed to give them something that would at least let them buy it. But dude, I kicked the shit out of that pedal. Let me tell you. When you gave it to me, I realized what it was. What was I missing?
It was a pedal.
Yeah, I was using whatever came with the set. It was literally a sheet of aluminum and then little puffball.
Yeah, that's
no springs, nothing.
Yeah,
and then you give me yours, and I'm like, I can do stuff. I can kick it. So yeah, I really didn't want to sell it. I wanted to keep it because that was it was a great pedal, and it still was even when I gave it away, but. It was because the, that set, no one was. That set belonged to the trash.
Yeah.
So I needed to give him something, and it helped. It helped actually sell it, but I did actually take your advice 3 times. It was on
I'm
3 times.
What was my advice when I was 13 or 14?
When you were 13 or 14, the first one was I didn't take it as well as I should have. You told me. Focus on the rudiments, and I never really took that serious. I should have. That was the one I should have. I was hearing you say that now. That's something I should have done. My going back to the basics should be that, but my going back to the basics, I just play more low key songs The Fray, One Republic, little songs where they got basic beats, Beatles, stuff like that, things where it's easy to play. You just got to keep the beat, that kind of stuff. Where really I should be focusing on that because I've lost the ability to roll. I still can't double bass, but
that takes a lot of time.
It was so hard. I got it at the end, right before I went to college. I had it for a little bit, and then it went away. But it was never fantastic. But I really wanted that double bass pedal, just like how you really wanted that big set.
Yes.
I really wanted that double bass, which is the second piece of advice you gave me. Was actually it worked out fantastic for me.
Why? What happened?
Was so the we got the 3000 GW 3000.
Oh,
double bass pedal.
Yeah,
you have the same one.
You
had it.
Did I have a 3000?
You had the 3000. I
thought I had the 7000.
You maybe. Oh no, that's what it is. It's the 7000.
Yeah.
Right. It is the 7000.
Okay. Wait, is it double chain?
Yeah.
Or is it, yeah. It's double chain.
It was it was the 7000.
Okay.
But the one that I bought was also the 7000, but because the 7000 and 3000 are the same thing. They just changed the name.
Oh really?
Yeah. Whenever I bought it, they had just changed the name.
Oh,
it was some weird thing like that. Because I remember I asked you which one you had, and I wanted to get exactly that one. Because, like I said, I knew nothing about it. You were my guy. I learned from you. Gotcha. So I was like, all right, I got to get this one. I saw it at Guitar Center. And he was selling it for market price of the new one. And I'm like, but this is not that one. Why are you selling me at that price? He's like, oh, we don't sell this one anymore. Technically, they don't make this.
Oh.
It's the same pedal, but they changed it to this one.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I'm like, all right, well, why won't you sell it? You got to sell it to me for a lower price. The guy gave me $100 off, 50% off. So
dang.
I got $200 pedal for $100.
Dang. Yeah. Solid.
And I still use that pedal because I can't afford anything else. But yeah, no, it's but that was the second one I took was your pedal advice. I don't know, maybe it was 3,000, maybe it was 7,000. I don't remember.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is.
I'm pretty sure mine's 3. So maybe I did get the. I don't know what happened.
Who knows?
Something happened, but
I know that.
But anyways, it was that, and the third one was drum heads. because I did not. Yeah, I'm sure you remember that one. Like I sent you like 3 or 4 different kinds that I was thinking about getting. I got so I knew nothing is what it was, and basically what it boiled down to was the very first question I asked someone about drums was, how do you tune a cymbal? Like
yeah.
Because I knew you had to tune the drums, but I was like, there's no keys, there's no lugs for the cymbal. How am I gonna do this?
Yeah. Like, is it just tighter? Does it make a difference? Or,
Oh man, that was real low for me.
No, I mean, because like when I started playing like all that metal music, I wanted really dark tones. So I got like 2-ply with the oil in it, and that's the darkest that you can get. And I think I still have all those heads on that set. Yeah. But because I wanted to like start fiddle around with brushes and stuff like that at some certain time. And then I got this really nice Remo black, but it was super thin. And then I got lazy. I didn't want to take off the head, and I just started playing, and it ruined it. Absolutely ruined the head. I was like, well, so much for that. So.
Yeah. I thought, have you ever ruptured a head?
Like, just completely destroyed one, or what?
Like just ruptured it. Like, you hit it enough that it just tore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See, I haven't done that yet.
Plenty of times.
I've tried.
Oh, okay.
So many times. Like,
You've tried.
Like I've tried. It's gotten to the point like once I started noticing that there's like a really deep dent developing,
you're just like,
I'm not taking it off. I'm going at it. I'm playing songs that only use that tom. Like.
Gotcha.
But never done it yet. I'm still trying.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, my new one I honestly haven't played it enough to actually have to change my heads yet. Like, yeah, they're not great anymore because they're old. You know, they've been on there I've had the set for 3 years now. So, yeah, obviously they're not great.
Yeah.
But like, I see no reason if I'm not playing it to just replace them.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think it'll be extremely detrimental to leave them on the set themselves because I don't play, you know, every day. And you know, I think the little bit it's kind of like, you know, having an old tennis racket with strings that have been on there for like 20 years. You know, it's like there's tension going into the forces on the racket and everything, and it's like, yeah, there's gonna be little issues, but I don't think it's gonna be anything like real detrimental yet. So
like
that's what I'm hoping for anyway.
Yeah, I'm hoping the same thing because like that drum set has been stacked for I don't know how long now, and I got rid of my good bass head, so they're all stacked on that bass head. So I'm like, it's whatever. It's not that great of a head. So, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah.
How do you have your set up now? Because I think I remember it. The 5-piece that you had was kind of like the basic setup, right?
Yeah.
Where you
basic
have
setup.
Okay.
Like I wanted to get my ride at one point. Some drummers, they have the ride like for metal drummers, they'll have their tom like right here, like close to them. But the ride will be hanging.
Yeah, it's like right in front, right here.
Yeah, right? It's like right here, so they can just.
Yeah, that's what I have right now, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my god!
I have my toms right here. I have my 2 rack toms. I got that cymbal stand that has a double. Well, no, I had a cymbal stand, but I got that extra attachment for it that can hold two rack toms.
Ooh, nice.
So that was like $70.
Damn. Okay.
SP and Gibraltar make some pretty decent, cheaper stands. Yeah. So I got those, and so that it's like snare, 2 toms, like I said, like for speed, right? Yeah. So they're right there.
They're right there.
And then the ride, and then the 2 toms right here. But,
okay.
Yeah.
So your bass is completely just by itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's like, I mean, my 13-inch is like a little bit like halfway onto the tom. Onto the bass, but not crazy. But anyway, keep going. Sorry.
No, it's all good. No, so yeah, I always wanted it hanging, but I don't have it hanging, so it's just like a regular like stick stand. And then I'll have my ride there, but now my ride is over. It's like a little bit over my floor tom, but then I have it all pretty close, and I have my crash. It's like a shitty Wuhan. What is it? I can't think of it. Like a thrash cymbal.
Yeah, is it like a stack or is it a?
No, it's like a. Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Like I didn't stack it, but it's a. What's the word for it?
I know what you're saying. I think of too, but
yeah, like it has that. Anyway, and so I have that, and then I have like a quick 14-inch crash, and then I have the 16-inch crash, the one in the middle, and then hi-hats.
Okay, so you do.
So it's like
so most of your set is like most of your cymbal setup is to your right, you would say.
Or yeah, well, I mean everything's like right up front at the moment, but yeah, everything's to the right.
Because like it's not like it's more symmetric. It's like kind of like shifted. Because you said your main crash is like in the middle, right, the center.
Oh yeah.
And then you have do you have another crash over here? I think you said.
Yeah. Like I have a quick one, regular one, and then like my thrash is like right in the middle.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So no, that is symmetric. Never mind. I'm thinking about it wrong.
No,
but okay.
But yeah, there's that, and then my snares right between my legs, because then I like the double bass and go back and forth.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was actually the hardest for me because I have a 3-legged, what is it? A 3-legged hi-hat stand.
Yeah, same with me.
So it's hard. It's real hard to fit that double bass pedal in there somewhere where it's comfortable and not make your hi-hat like in Narnia while you're trying to hit your snare.
Exactly.
But yeah, I actually like it. It's interesting to learn about different setups because I kind of picked up. If you look at a setup, like a drummer setup, you can kind of pick up a lot about their style.
Yeah.
Just based on their setup. Like who was it? Ringo had that very basic, very simple, like one tom, one floor, one snare.
Yep.
And his style was exactly that.
Exactly.
Fit the music, perfect, simple style.
Yeah.
So like, just like that, Travis Barker's 100% speed.
Just everything is just clustered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Shannon's got that. Shannon did what you wanted.
Oh yeah.
He got that like 5 toms going like this all the way down to wherever. But yeah, no, I think it's really cool. Yeah, so that's why I was curious because I mean I know that's why I asked about your style too because it's interesting to see how they kind of match up. Yeah. But yeah, I think mine's more like you said. I have that little 8-inch right here off of my hi-hat that I just don't know what to do with. So I put it the one place I can't do anything with it anyway.
Oh, so yeah, there you go.
I was like, I still have it.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out later what to do with it.
It's the aesthetic.
Yeah, right. So I have that, the hi-hat here, snare, 2 toms, that. I guess my cymbals, like I have like the 14-inch crash, but it's a little bit over here on the left side, just right above my hi-hat. So if I'm just doing like some quick, like, like that kind of thing, that's where I do a lot of those like quick grab kind of things, and I just completely destroyed my finger. And then I try to like just keep them right there. So I use a boom now for my ride. Like I know what you're talking about, like the hanging, like the upside down.
Yeah, so where like there's nothing under it.
Yeah, I misunderstood you earlier. I did try that.
Yeah, so
that is near impossible if you don't have the proper stand.
Exactly.
Like my stand was just everything.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the heck? I got the boom.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just not weighted correctly at all. What cymbals are you playing with right now?
Shoot. Okay, so my ride is my ride is a paste.
Okay.
It's a 20-inch. And then I finally, like a year ago, got the matching. Well, what it is, it's like they call it the full metal, and it has a bunch of little divots. And then I got the hi-hats to match it. And then those, and then I have the Wuhan.
Yeah.
And then I have Sabian. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So like an APX series and then an AAX series.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So those are pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I saved a lot of money for those.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I was kind of similar. Mine are all Zildjian because when I started playing, I was following Travis Barker, so I was like, it's got to be Zildjian.
Yeah.
Like it can't be anything else.
Yeah.
But I'm like that with everything, like all my athletic stuff. It's got to be Nike.
Yeah.
Can't
Nike
be
everything.
Like Nike or die. Like
yeah.
But anyways, so, and I also like everything to match. Like I don't know, I'm a very OCD guy like that, where everything like if I'm wearing, I can't be wearing like an Adidas pair of shoes, a Nike shirt, and then an Under Armour shorts. I'm like, dude, get off the court. Please leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, Yeah, so it's all Zildjians. I've had the same ZBT set since
ZBT?
like, yeah, dude, that's the starter cymbal set.
No, but no, some of them sound good.
They do.
Like,
the hi-hats are
with
fantastic.
them. Yeah,
and the ride is not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great, but it's not terrible. Broken many a stick on that, but like
many a stick.
It's a very hard cymbal, like because it doesn't flex the same as a real nice one. Like I love being able to watch someone play and their ride is just waves on their ride. That is so satisfying. But so anyways, yeah, so I got the ZBT hi-hats and the ride, which is all that's remaining from that. The 14-inch ZBT Crash just because it was super cheap, so I was like, can't pass up on a cheap cymbal.
No.
So 14-inch there, and then I replaced because the ZBTs kept breaking. I got ZH.
Yeah.
ZH or ZX? I can't remember. Well, I know they have a ZX and a ZH, but I don't remember which one I have.
Oh, okay.
I think it's ZXT, but you can hear a difference. Like, yeah, like what you spend the money on, you get the money out.
Yeah,
but
like, I had like the opportunity to play on some like K customs, and those are not fair.
Really?
They're not fair on how those fucking things sound. They piss me off. Yeah, because they're like $550 cymbals, and it's like, what's the hype? You hit that thing, and you're like, that's the hype. Like, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But
man,
I feel you.
Well, okay. What was your experience the first time you cracked your cymbal? Like, what did you think to do?
It was demoralizing. I was like, oh, well. Can't stop now.
Yeah.
It's like, just beat the shit out of it till it fell in half. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, I did that too. At first, I was like, freaked out completely, and now I still have it. I mean, like I still kept it because I'm like, it's the first cymbal I broke. Gotta keep it.
Heck
and
yeah,
like,
it's a relic.
It's a relic, and it's an insanely good like zombie apocalypse weapon because it's just it is the sharpest serrated edge.
Exactly. Yeah.
But immediately, like, so when I broke my first Zildjian, so that was my the first one I broke obviously was my crappy set, that one, which would break in like 5 minutes if we played now. But but yeah, so my ZBT, the first ZBT I broke happened to be around the time that my grandparents were in town, and I was like, oh no, now I gotta go spend like, what is it, like $80 at least on, it's like $100, but I was just going for low end, decent sounding low end cymbals. So I was like, okay, $80, $100. Now I got to go spend this kind of money just to get another one that's probably gonna crack again. And my grandpa, being the Indian man he is like, don't worry. All right, we got like,
we got you.
There's a factory in India that is in our neighborhood, and they work with brass.
Really? And they made one?
Let me finish the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like,
sorry.
I'm under the assumption they're gonna make me one, right?
Yeah.
So, I send them with this cymbal. It's a small crack. It's maybe like 2 inches, something like that. Small crack, nothing major. But they're like, oh no, we're leaving. So whenever we're leaving, just let us take it with us. We'll show it to them, and we'll have them make the same thing.
Okay.
Just give me the dimensions and all that. Make sure you get the measurements correctly, and we'll have them make it. Okay. Wow. It's just brass. We have a brass. We have good connections with the brass factory.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm like, all right, fine. So I send it with them, and there I am left with an empty stand for a year at least, because like I'm just waiting on this cymbal, right? Because like no contact, nothing. Like they didn't tell me anything about this, and so eventually I ask at the end of the year, and I'm like, hey, did you guys ever figure out what happened with that cymbal? Like, were you guys able to make it? He doesn't have to say Zildjian and all that. Like, he doesn't need to do that. Just like, does it have all the same dimensions? And then if you send it to me, I can like test it out, maybe see if it at least sounds good. I don't think it was going to.
Just a piece of metal.
Yeah, it's probably just a piece of metal.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we weren't able to. The workers are actually on strike. And I'm like,
well,
you can just go on strike, like, and just not make the cymbal. So I never got my free cymbals from there, so I never know. I don't know what it would end up being like.
Dang.
I guarantee you it would be like some rough just coarse metal like disc that they sent me.
Heck yeah.
But oh man, I was just like, I wanted to get it just to see, like, if they could make it exactly like that and send it to me and it just doesn't say Zildjian, I would be more than happy. I get free cymbals, you know, just increase my supply. I just get all the measurements online and then just ship it to them and just have them make it.
That would have been insane.
I know, this is it. Like, this is my sponsorship right here. And no, that was very, very short lived. Immediately after that, I went and bought my 14-inch. And I was like, I just need something. Yeah. Like, this is absolutely trash.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
But
yeah, like some people. I remember there was like I really wanted to get like a buzz saw.
Yeah.
Because like people use that and they sound okay, just super high pitched, but
yeah.
Yeah, you can. I mean, if you get creative enough, people will use anything.
Oh yeah,
but
one thing. Okay, how are you on a hand drum?
Not very good, but it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. I am absolute ass, dude.
Like a regular like bongo or like the
like bongo or like conga or just anything like an earth drum, something like that. Just I suck. Like a cajon. Yeah. How are you on a cajon?
Not that great. I used to be half decent. I'd like to think I was, but yeah.
No, I'm the same way. Like, I was like, I got super excited. I wanted one because I'm going to college, and then Jacob and I can't remember, him and someone else split together. They got me one.
Oh, sweet.
And so it was really nice, and I still have it. And I still try to play it every now and then. Oh my god, I suck. Like it is so hard. It is so hard. Because you got to get your hand hit correctly. You got to get the right sound. Because you got to get the snares. You got to lose the snares. And no, I'm just not creative enough for one drum. You know, like just not yet. I gotta think about it. And then on top of that, my downstairs neighbors are the worst. Like,
why? What's up? Because they're like, stop, or like,
yeah, exactly. Like, I can't. Okay, one, I can't play my cajon because they will just yell at me, and two, I can barely walk around my apartment because they will yell at me.
Oh, dang!
Like, there are several times I've gotten the broomstick, and I haven't been doing anything. We were literally like sitting, eating something. And I think I was just like tapping my foot against the
and they
counter.
Can hear it perfectly.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, there's something wrong with this place. Like this. Oh, I'm just like dying for them to move out, and we're like sandwiched in between two things, like, because on top they actually are actively making noise, like partying, constantly, and then just kind of tears us down. And then we're like, so next time we're thinking, all right, next time these guys are being super loud, we're just gonna make a bunch of noise. And then when they come complain to us, we'll be like, no, it was them. It was them.
I don't know what y'all
talking about. It's not us at all. Like, you cannot blame us. But, oh my god, we've gotten so many noise complaints for literally doing nothing.
Damn.
So that's kind of been holding me back. I was saving up money even since, I was like freshman year to get an electronic.
Oh, heck yeah. I've been thinking about getting one too, but it might just be better, like, I have the set here, just get it. Just go and get it. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing actually Tuesday.
Really? Yeah. You can bring it in here?
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about?
I think noise? I'm just going to bring the hi-hat. Like, I'm not going to bring the whole set, I don't think. Because I won't have any place to put it, but...
How's it going to fit in your car, too?
Oh,
it'll fit. It'll
fit. Don't you worry. But I'm thinking of, like, just hi-hat, one crash, bass snare. Maybe.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Yeah,
you can play something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
What are you going to do about noise control?
Oh, it won't be in here.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, like, I went into Hullabaloo. So, if I were to just... Because no one goes in the music thing because there's nothing in there. It's not like there's anything set up. So, I was like, maybe I just go in there and...
Just see if I can set it up.
Yeah. See if I can, like, leave it in a closet somewhere on campus and be like, hey, can I use this? And be like, sure. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I don't know. That I don't have enough trust for. Like, I will let you play on my set. I used to be very anal about that too, but now, like, oh man, even I feel so bad now with my brother, dude. Like,
oh, why?
My brother, when he was younger, like, obviously he was doing it just to annoy me, was to play on it, and it worked. So I would like never let him touch it. I'd be like, no, don't touch my drum set, all that kind of stuff. But now I'm like, please play my drum set. Like, I want you to get into this. I want someone to be playing it.
Yeah.
You know, he's just not doing it. I feel like I just completely shut him down. But like, yeah, I just don't have that kind of trust. Like, because I mean, I get it's one thing if I'm like I'm around there and I'm like, yeah, you can play on my set. That's fine. I want to see what you got. If you want to play, you want to learn, I got you. I'll teach you, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But, you know, just to leave it somewhere. Even though A&M is very trusting, actually. Yeah. Like, I've noticed, I've tried to get my bike stolen a couple times.
You've tried?
It hasn't happened. It's a crap bike, dude. Like.
Yeah, so is mine. Mine's like a $20 Roadster, a Roadmaster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I got mine brand new from Academy, $75 freshman year.
Dang.
Thing died in a semester.
Oh, shoot. Was it a Huffy? What was it?
It was like some Silver Canyon or something.
Oh, like yeah, Silver Canyon. Yeah. Oh, my God. I threw that away halfway into my first semester last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it died.
Yeah, I left it unlocked at my at the apartment complex I lived at freshman year, the stack, and now it's still there.
Oh, my God.
It's been 2 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I need to figure out what to do with that thing. Like, just leave it there. I mean, someone's going to take it. Someone's going to throw it away. It doesn't matter. But the thing looks like it's been through hell and back. It's been through nothing. Like,
no, I mean, I'll bring it up to you if you're serious about it. I was going to ask Jacob if he'd be interested in this next coming, like, fall or maybe even during the summer, if we would all split like a unit somewhere in College Station, so we can just have it and we can jam whenever or whatever.
Actually, that would be pretty.
I don't know how much rent is around for like a small unit, but
yeah, it would have to be. So yeah, I mean, actually, I would actually be very interested in that. The only thing I'd be able to bring to the table is talent, because I can't really bring my I can't really bring my my set, because it'd be way too hard to ship that. But actually, you know, that sounds awesome. The only thing that is going to be real tricky is same thing I was saying here, noise control. Yeah. So to split a unit would be fine, like totally fine. I'm sure we can find a place. Like, we just need a box. Like we don't need anything major, just a box. And like, you know, if we want to invest in maybe a little bit of RLX or something like that, and just drop it on the walls, or even just sheets. Like,
yeah, like I mean, I have some stuff at home that I'd bring all of it. Yeah. But it would just have to be like, if I had other people in it, I'll totally do it.
No, that'd be cool.
I'll totally do it.
I'm just like, we just have to find a place. That's the only thing. That's the only concern, because I know a lot of people here are very particular about noise.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing, and I'm sure there are places. We just got to find one, and if we find one, like, just let me know. We look into it, and then definitely.
Heck yeah, man! Sweet.
Like, I need to get, like I said, I need to get back into it. It's been much too long.
Right.
It's like, it's just honestly, it's been nagging me, like, to get an electronic one. Like, I really, really want one, just because it's like, I can play it anywhere. It's easily mobile. I can, you know, and I don't have to worry about buying new stuff, because I have like 20 sets in it. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, I'm feeling a little jazzy today. I'm feeling like hip hop.
Jazz. Dude, that has got to be the hardest style of drumming. Jazz drumming,
for sure. Respect to anyone that is actually a jazz drummer.
Shout out to you. But all seriousness, I would never be able to do that. Like, I already know that is something. No matter how much I practiced, I do not think I would be able to get to that level. Like,
interesting.
I know Whiplash is just a movie, but there is a lot of truth to that movie.
Yes.
Like, everything that he went through, I could see myself doing that. I haven't done any concert playing, but if I were, I can understand everything he's gone through. Like, the bloody hands, the hours of playing just because you want it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's tough. And, you know, there's a lot of things like that where it's like, I just want it, but it is so hard to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the first song I ever wanted to play on drums, I still cannot play on drums. And that song, if anybody wants to know, is Move Along by the All American Rejects. Which, of course, we still listen to today, because why not? Let's throw it back. I was like,
was it on last night?
It probably was.
Why is that like freshly in my memory?
Yeah, I think it was, because that's probably why. That's probably why it's also fresh in my mind. But dude, that song I cannot can't get. It's just there's just all these weird things. Like, I understand it in my head. I could write down the rhythm to you.
Yeah.
But like, to actually achieve it at the correct speed, and that's the only song he does that. Like that drummer in that band never does anything like that again. Like, he's like, I'll do it once. Give him a show. We're done. Like, I'll just keep it simple from here on out.
Exactly.
But since I got the set, I was like, I can play that song. Don't worry, I got it. I couldn't even get the intro when I started.
No, man, I have way too many of those songs. Yeah. Or like, I'm just in my car and I'm just like planning out how I would look like playing it and all that shit. But
what's your favorite song to play right now?
Oh man. Okay, my favorite song to play right now would be Wood ? Wood ?
Okay.
Yeah. Not like there's not like wood. Oh, like wood. It's like would you?
Yeah.
But it's
right.
Wood ? And that's by Alice in Chains.
Okay.
Love that song.
Cool.
Awesome song.
Yeah. So I'm really getting this metal vibe.
yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
I think
my go-to.
Yeah. Nice. I think mine is definitely, I don't know, it's kind of in between. It's either Closer to the Edge or Kings and Queens.
Gotcha.
Both of them 36 Tomorrow songs, obviously.
Yes.
But
yes.
They're just fun.
Yeah,
like, nothing too crazy. But they are just fun. I can jam out like crazy. End of that song, I am drenched. Like, both of them. They're both like 5-minute songs, and I'm like,
just giving it your all.
Yeah, no,
like you should.
Exactly.
Oh, heck yeah.
But, yeah, that's probably my go-to. And honestly, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Close to the Edge is the song that I asked him to play.
Wow.
Over there. But, which would have been awesome. I mean, but, you know, I think I got to get to know him a little bit first, because, I mean, I don't know. If you were on stage, it'd be like, someone asked you to play, would you be like, let's go?
Yeah, would I? I feel like I would, but at the same time, I'd be kind of like peculiar about it. I'd be like,
Yeah, it's also the bar.
Don't you mess up my sticks? Like, don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's also the bar. I can't blame him if he's like drunk ass trying to play. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
But I mean, he doesn't know I was not that drunk.
Yeah. I mean, I might have been, feeling good,
but not to say I wouldn't have played well.
Yes.
But yeah, like things like that. Is that your like confidence song too? Like
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. That's like I play that song way too many times. There's that, and then like, is it Helena by My Chemical Romance or Helena?
Oh yeah. That's
it's like it's like super basic rudiments, but like those are the songs that like I started drumming on.
Exactly.
And like I could play till this day. I swear I could play till this day.
For me, I think the one that I'll never forget, no matter what. There's about 3. It's What I've Done. Linkin Park. The very first song I ever achieved playing. That was the first one.
Dude, great pick.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, great pick.
That was the first one. It was on Guitar Hero or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. Learned it all the little like sticking things too, to get like that extra note in between with the like by hitting the stand and stuff like that. Like I looked it up. I was like, I gotta do this. I can do it. And like, I mean, it's a simple song, right? There's nothing crazy in that song, but that was the first song I learned, and
Heck
so that's one. Then there's First Date by Blink-182.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, which one is? Yeah.
So that one took me so long to get that one, but I'm never forgetting that one because it took me so long. And the last one would be American Idiot.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, that's you can blast to that song.
Yeah, you just go ham on that.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, if you asked me to play this at any moment in my life, I'd be like, I think I got you. Like,
I can make that happen.
Yeah. What about you? What's your first song that you learned?
First song I learned. First song okay. Wow. That's like way back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what I was listening to. think my first song was like... what? I'm trying to think of like what it possibly could be, because I feel like there was a few of them. But I don't know.
Yeah, you're good, man. I mean, that's like
I was like, dang, that is like such a anyway. But nah, man, drumming is a fucking way of life, and I miss it immensely.
When did you start?
I started when I was like 11.
Okay.
10 or 11, because I got Rock Band. And then from then on out, I was like, well, I don't have money. So I asked my grandma for a practice pad. I still have it till this day. It's a Vader practice pad.
Nice.
And it came with 5B sticks, like thicker sticks.
Oh, yeah.
So like now I play with like 5As, but
you play 5As now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? Did you go to 5Bs or even
I went the
thicker
other way.
than that?
I went from 5A to 5B.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I thought I could do it. But then the 5As just kept breaking. And Vader makes, no offense to Vader, but like they make great hardware, like practice pads and stuff like that. But like, dude,
their sticks are.
Oh my god.
Well, that's the reason why is because you can buy them like 18 for $4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the worst stick you've bought?
Ooh, I know it. I feel like it was a sound percussion.
Oh, really?
It was like a
SB.
Well, I got it for, it was a stocking stuffer, and it was like a whole set of them, and I broke, I shit you not, every single one of them. I played the shit out of them and broke them all.
Really?
Yeah. They were just
like,
oh, it was probably over like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, I was like, oh, okay, well, another one dead.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Me was, man, I was so excited for these sticks. Cause like, you know, I told you I was like all Zildjian. Like, yes, Zildjian.
Oh, did you get like some signature ones or what?
I didn't get signature ones. I got those, I don't know why. These Zildjian dipped sticks.
Dipped.
So like, they literally dipped them in some wax to give you grip.
Oh, okay. So like, okay.
So like, you were
Is it the whole stick, or is it just like where the grip is?
It's just where you hold it.
Oh, okay.
So you're just asking for it to take your hand off. Like, oh my god, 2 seconds in, just blisters, and like, because it's just pulling at the skin. You get no loose, quick rhythm with it at all. Oh my god, I thought they were gonna be so cool. I was like, oh, these are fat. These are, you know, they got some tack on them, so I can like have more control.
Yeah, so I can go crazy.
No, all
trash.
Absolute trash. I played one set. I bought a set of, so it came in a pack of 6. Played with one, and they're still, I think, to this day sitting in my closet. Like the other 5. Like, oh my god, they're so bad. And I also bought, well, obviously those Vader sticks, the 5As. Those ones are bad. I think I went through 5 pairs in about 2 weeks or so, and then I really did want those Travis Barker sticks.
Yeah,
I got those. They were cool. Those are tree trunks.
Oh yeah, just like
thick, heavy. They don't break.
Oh, I'm sure.
But they break everything else.
Yeah. Put some power behind it.
Yeah. Have you ever? So were you always drums, or were you ever any other instruments, or ever like wanted to explore into something else?
I always wanted to learn guitar. Picked one up, and I was like, this is incredibly boring. And then put that thing down and went right back to drums. If there was anything in like all seriousness, it would be piano.
Yeah.
Because like playing with my ex had and well, both of them, both of them did.
I know one of them, I think.
Yeah, both of them had electronic keyboards, and like every time I go over there, I'd be playing on that thing, and like, oh, it was so much fun. But yeah, like that'd be the only thing. What about you?
Me? Yeah, so obviously, like, I played cello for a little bit growing up, so I absolutely despised that after a while. Like, it was just getting annoying because I just did it for school, right? Just because it was something to get out of class. Because I was that kid, because I was like, school's boring. I know it. It's fine. Just go do something else, right? So I went and I did went and tried to pick up the cello. Did fine. It was fun. Got pretty decent at it. Not too bad. Was actually going to completely quit it and tried to audition for band at Wood Creek when we went there, just because I was like, I love drumming. I'm a drummer now. I don't play cello anymore. So that was going into my head. And then I was doing that weird geometry thing in 8th grade, so I was going to the high school and coming back. Yeah. So I needed a class I could be late to, and band is like
that.
Band is
it's super
strict.
early?
Super strict.
Oh, okay.
So they don't want to allow me to be late. So they're just like, well, do you play any other instruments? I'm like, yeah, I play cello. And they're just like, all right, you're gonna be an orchestra.
Oh, lame.
So played it again in 8th grade, but I was able to convince my my orchestra director at the time to let me drum in the final concert. So she let us do it because we were doing like 80s theme stuff. So it was like I got to do Billie Jean, got to do.
Yeah, dude.
Got to do Final Countdown. That was fun. I think those were actually the only 2 songs. But yeah, so I got to do those. So anyway, cello, I played that, and then then kind of just went straight drums after that. My brother said he wanted to play guitar, got a guitar, didn't touch it. So have a guitar in my room. So I just messed around with that. Kind of learned a couple songs here and there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a few. They're very basic. A lot of them are just like, just simple stuff like Ed Sheeran, Sum 41.
Heck, whoa.
Yeah, right. Sum 41. But a lot of the songs that are very easy to play are actually in like really stupid tunings, like drop D or stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not about to drop it down and then try and. So I never play those. But like, I always did want to, after I played drums, to start playing another instrument as well, just because like once I started playing drums, that's when I was like starting to get into girls too. So I was like, you cannot serenade someone with a drum set.
Exactly.
You can.
Exactly.
It's just like, if you just hear a drum track, we will appreciate it.
Yeah.
But nobody else will.
Exactly. Couldn't say it better. Yeah.
So I was like, I need to start playing something that other people will also appreciate without any other instruments.
Yeah.
Just because like I wanted to be able to like go, if we're just hanging around drinking some, well, soda at the time, but beer now. No, just hanging out. You go to a campfire, you go to whatever. There's always that guy with a guitar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why can't it be me?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you can just like guy. It would just be awesome to do that. And like I've been, my closest friends are all guitar players. Jacob, Alejandro, and now my roommates too also actually play guitar.
Really?
Played guitar. But like they know how. They're obviously they're much better than I am. They know what Jacob is talking about when he's talking guitar with them.
Yeah.
Right. So, things like that, like I just feel like I should learn. And I wanted to, but it's a really hard instrument to learn, especially like my fingers aren't quick enough. So, I don't have that. But yeah, I like what you said about piano too. Again, that's also just accessibility. It's making me want to do it. Yeah. Because like Jacob has one, and then my friend Eric, he was playing piano with us when we were trying to jam out in Katy a little bit, and he just forgot it at my house, so it made its way to Connecticut with me. So now I have a little keyboard too.
That's hilarious.
And I've asked him so many times, like, "Hey, you want your keyboard back?" He's like, "Dude, honestly, like, I've been playing on this new one, and I just completely forgot about it." I'm like,
"Oh, that's hilarious."
All right.
Like, that's fine by me.
So now I have a piano too. So I'm like, I have all the access, but now I gotta learn, and piano is just so hard.
Yeah, like
so hard.
I never took the time with like most things, especially drumming. It was just by ear, and then YouTube.
Oh yeah. Do you ever feel like your playing by ear with drums kind of has made you more of an audiophile in a way, just for just for other songs and other instruments?
Oh, for sure. Like one thing with like all the like the trap music and any electronic music. they implement a lot of like obviously like instruments, but like trying to do things by ear. What I like really appreciate is like different synths, because those rhythms and like types of tones that you can get from like a keyboard especially have just been like trying to dabble in that. It just gives you a whole nother respect for people making music out there, especially now, because it's like, oh, all this sounds the same, like it's a 16th note, you distort the bass, or what's another thing that's going on with like trap music, just super fast hi-hats and drops and stuff. But listening to like music, like any death metal song, and hearing how technical the drum is, or even jazz is fucking, man, just so much to answer your question, yes. Yes, because
it's the same. Like when we were playing, like, of course we both started in punk, and still listen to a lot of those songs, like Yellow Card, Sum 41, Blink-182, all these kind of things. Like, listening to them, I was like, okay, this is the guitar, this is the drums, this is the piano. And now I'm listening to them and I'm like, okay, now he's doing like these little trills underneath the guitar, there's a third guitar, that kind of stuff. Like, it's really cool to hear that now, because I'm like, wow. I point that out to everybody else. I'm like, you guys hear that? That's awesome. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, serious? No.
Well, I feel like that's like technology.
It probably
like,
is. Yeah.
The better the, like, I remember I finally bought like this good pair of headphones. Yeah. And like that has driven my music to a whole nother level. Kind of like just what you were saying. Like, you just hear stuff you don't.
What'd you get?
Oh, it was well, they're broke now because of my sister. But there was these like Sony MDX80s or some shit.
Are those your tires that you had?
Yeah. Oh, well, she broke those too. But yeah, those were great. It had like the extra bass and all that bullshit. My God. Hilarious.
Those tires got us through basketball, man.
Heck, those were, oh my God, the days. Yeah. I'm trying to save up for some bows, but like, what are some stuff that you've?
So, I like having all the fancy stuff. So I'm always shooting for getting the fancy stuff. I never get it all. For tennis, I make sure I figure out a way to, but that's just because that's what I do. Yeah. So I'm like, I want this because I know I will use it continuously. But for drums, I always wanted it, never really got it. But so I wanted Beats Studios. Those are the first ones I wanted. Beats Studios. And my dad didn't get me Beats Studios. He went and got these like Philips something. Yeah. Something or other. Like, whatever, 225. He got his for like 70. Yeah. Then he brings them home. He's like, I got you these instead. I'm like, all right, fine. I tried them on, dude. Oh my God. They work. They're fantastic. Like, it was, the reason I liked them so much was not necessarily the sound quality, but when I was playing drums with them, my drums sounded so clean.
Isn't that insane? Like, just because it's like muffled like perfectly.
Exactly. They sounded so clean in whatever setting. They were so clean. And then In the Move, those tore. So I don't have those anymore. But this was the next one I got my dad. So actually when my dad gave me these wireless Sonys that he had, like just wireless over-ear headphones. Yeah. He gave them to me. I never really liked them too much, just because their bass was not very heavy. It was very like it cared too much about the highs, I think. Oh, okay. Which I'm not a fan of. I like a lower tone, not heavy bass like tires, but like but like enough to feel a floor, to feel a tom. You gotta feel those deep notes. Or like in a punk song, the guitar, you gotta feel that like hard strum. So it didn't give me any of that. So I didn't like them all too much, but now those are, well, at the time that's what I started using for drums. They were not good at They are noise canceling ones, but like they are not good. They don't give me the same.
Are they on ear or over ear?
On ear.
Oh, they're on. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Over.
Oh, okay.
They are over. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, they gave me this. They didn't give me the same what I wanted that the Philips did. Like nothing will live up to those. Those were unbelievable. I was thinking maybe just buying Vic Firths because of how I don't know. Vic Firths did the same thing if they muffled them just enough. Because I know you had them.
Yeah, like I have like I have those. Like they put gun headphones and they put like they've got the gun headphones and then they put just speakers in them.
Really?
It's hilarious. Yeah, like but the thing is I have huge ears and like wearing those for like 30 minutes to an hour like bruises my ear.
Oh,
so
really?
like I have to have tires.
Yeah.
So it's like comfortable. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean, I can bring those if you'd like to mess with them because I really don't like wearing them.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was just something that I had always considered, just because I was like, I really want to get back to this because they don't sell the Philips ones that I had anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But so then I started looking, and I noticed all the drummers you'll watch on YouTube, all the drummers that you watch live, all the any performer, they got these in-ear monitors, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Like I think I have some.
Oh, really?
They're like Bose and like they go in your ear. Right?
Yeah, like there's those things. They look like earplugs when they're wearing them. Like that's what I always thought they were.
Yeah.
They're headphones.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I learned that recently. Like not recently. I learned that like last year. So it's pretty recently. Yeah. But I always thought they were just earplugs because they were like, oh yeah, sounds so loud.
I thought that was the case too.
Yeah, and then I learned that it's actually there's a wire going back here and it's like going down, and I was like, oh shit, if they didn't have these, they wouldn't know where they are in the song.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So then I looked into them and was like, okay, those look really nice. I want that kind where they're like custom to my ear. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, like at least $1,000 for one pair.
Oh, for like the crazy pair.
Yeah, it's at least $1,000. So I went ahead and just found some MDX or something like that as a brand, or
yeah,
you know. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
So I got those. They're like $50. I use those for drumming now because I also don't like how compressed my hair gets whenever I wear. I just can't go out after that. I wear a hat. I'm like, because I have this like little ridge on my head. So
perfect.
So I'm like, so I wear those now, and it's not, they're not great.
Yeah.
They do focus more on delivering sound. I would say they're technically the highest quality headphones, as in for like audio listening. But honestly, I absolutely despise in-ear headphones.
Oh yeah, I hate them.
They're so bad. Like the ones that go in. Like I love Apple headphones. A lot of people hate them, but the reason I like them is because they actually fit my ear.
Yeah.
So they don't hurt me after a while. They fit perfectly. They don't fall out, and they don't go inside. And like I feel like there's something in there.
Yeah.
And it just So I'm glad that's not that's not the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can only wear those when I play drums, and again, the muting is not nearly what it needs to be because I swear I'm just ruining my ears wearing those.
Yeah. No. Like the ones that you're talking about, they have some crazy ones, and I said Bose, but it's actually Shure.
Sure, yeah.
And like I got those for a deal, like last holiday or whatever, and it was, I think I got them for like $69. Oh, wow. And like it comes with like different little plugs or whatever.
Yeah.
But I could never get it right, and I just got it right. This past Christmas. I was like, I'm not doing this right. And I looked at and I was putting it backwards, like somehow.
Oh, really?
And I put it in there. I was like, oh my God, this is so snug. Like,
yeah.
So, but at the same time, I still like.
You still like the over ear,
dude. But like my ear is so fucking big.
just cut off the lobe,
Yeah, just like I don't need them.
I mean, yeah, it's over ear is always cleaner for me. I like it, but at the same time, it's almost like a hassle because you can't hear anybody.
Exactly.
You're like lost in your surroundings, which I love when I'm playing drums, and I always get scared. Yeah, like, just scared shitless when someone walks in because like there's been several times
they'll tap you and be like,
and I'm thinking in my head, how is this person enduring this sound? Like they just walk through like it's nothing, and I'm like,
Like,
I'm wearing this.
Like, I need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's honestly like, it's really cool. It's awesome being a drummer.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Nobody appreciates us, you know.
No, man. No. Shit. How long have we been going?
Where are we going, man?
Oh, 2 hours?
2 hours.
1 hour, 54 minutes?
Has it been 2 hours? I mean, we can go for another 30.
All right, solid.
Yeah, I think another 30 will be solid because, you know, the homework, the life to do.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man. Yeah, I won't keep you for too long. But
no, you're good. This is fantastic.
Though. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Definitely a great experience.
Thank you.
So.
Yeah. I have a question for you. So, would you say your favorite band is 30 Seconds to Mars?
So, yes and no.
Okay.
Like, yes, my favorite band to play to listen to would be 30 Seconds to Mars, but my favorite band to like show to people would be Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
Like, I there's nothing about them that I don't like. It's just, you know, I just love the uplifting feel of all 30 Seconds to Mars songs. They all feel, even if they don't really have a meaning or a good meaning, they all feel like they have one.
Okay.
Like, you know, if you hear Kings and Queens, you know somebody just graduated or something. Like,
yeah.
Or Close to the Edge, you know you're getting there. You're like, it's, I don't know, there's something there behind the song that just kind of pushes me forward whenever I hear those kind of songs.
Okay.
So that's the reason I really like that band, and I'd say that they're probably one of my favorite ones to listen to. But the reason I love Zeppelin so much is just the technicalities of everything that they do and the way they kind of revolutionized rock.
Yeah.
And the way you can hear it. Like, you can hear that they are the transition. And they really forced everything to evolve. And it was really cool. So if I'm showing anybody a band, probably one of the first songs I'll show them is going to be a Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Like, okay, take Stairway to Heaven, for instance. Who puts a fanfare in a song?
No one.
And, yeah, and makes it sound good. Exactly. Like, you just don't do that. And they did, and they made it work. If anybody else tried to do that, I can guarantee you they wouldn't do it successfully. So that's why I can't say that 30 Seconds to Mars is definitely my favorite band. But, you know, because there's other ones out there that are definitely like, this is just the most appreciated band, I think, is...
that makes
Led
sense.
Zeppelin. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But,
okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Favorite band? The one that I still kind of follow, like just to keep my metal head, is the Black Dahlia Murder. That was like my favorite band for the longest time. And like, no, that's not the actual Black Dahlia Murder. It's a band too, I swear. But I kept up them for a while because I got to a point where I could actually start playing their songs, which is like ridiculous. But if I tried today, it would be horrible.
Oh yeah, no,
but
I'm with you.
if I could get to that point again, that would be a huge achievement. If I could just play one of their songs, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be real cool, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like I see you, and I know who you are. And just hearing this, like, I mean, like, I always knew it. But at the same time, like, if you told anybody else, you're a metalhead, they'd be like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
like prove it.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, wait, what? And then I'll start like naming a few bands, and then they're like, wait, why? Like, why are you like this?
But it's awesome though. No, like, it's great. Like, everybody gives me crap about how much I love punk music. Like, I still will listen to Yellow Card. I'll still listen to Blink. I went to a Blink concert actually. 2016 summer.
Dude, I love Blink. Blink's great. Blink's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So whoever dogs on you for Blink, I do not fuck with.
Jacob.
What the heck? Oh, that's funny.
No, it's actually mostly Alejandro. Oh. No, they're always like, oh yeah, you like Dick 182?
Oh Jesus, whatever. I love that. No,
it's funny though. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. But it was a good show, and it was, dude. I went at a good show. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Tom DeLone. He decided to quit the band. Do you know why?
I have no idea, because he's like all over. He did Angels and Airways for a while, and then he did
Boxcar Racer.
Yeah.
All right. If you had to guess why do you think he left Blink-182 and some new guy came in?
Money?
I mean, I guess. But
that'd be my
no. He's making more money doing
why
Blink-182.
He was getting... Oh, well, what? What was it?
Did he wanted to pursue his dream.
Wait. Okay, yeah.
You know what? You think you're getting it now?
I feel like...
Wasn't
dream? He like a conspiracy theorist or some shit?
Yeah, like following aliens, dude. Yeah, like uncovering aliens is what he wanted to do.
Okay.
He has like his own... it's either he's developing his own show or he has his own like web show or something. But like... It's funny, like, you can watch videos of Travis Barker, he's like, I don't know, he's listening to this weird shit, like...
Yeah, like, I think I remember, like, one of his clips is like, he's like, yeah, so what do you know? He's like, I can't tell you what I know.
Yeah.
I know what I know. I'm like, dude, you're not, like...
And he's like, and that's why, I realize now why his band was Angels in Airwaves.
That was it?
That is why.
Oh.
That is why it's Angel in Airwaves.
Oh.
Because that's his true passion. Like
aliens,
like it was crazy. And but anyways, yeah, they I was real happy when I went to the concert because opening up, who did we have? First band out there was, I think it was like, dude, it was some local guy like DJ Spider or something.
Oh, jeez.
Like he came out first.
yeah.
Or Scotty, I don't know, started with an S. But then we had first band out, All American Rejects.
Wow.
Yeah, they really put it into perspective what we were listening to, because they were like, all right, guys, this one came out in 2002. And I was like,
holy shit.
Carry this for 14 years. What the?
Yeah, it's like, where did the time go?
I was listening to this. This is the song I had on my MP3 player.
Yeah.
Like, but, so they were first. Next was A Day to Remember.
Wow.
It was awesome, dude. Like,
yeah, I bet.
Yeah. A Day to Remember, I like their music a lot. Like they have some good stuff. I'm not a big screamo guy though.
Oh no, neither am I. They're one of the few exceptions. Yeah.
They just put a little bit, but there's a couple songs where they're like just throwing it all out there, and I'm like, thank you. I'll listen to a different one. But they played all their good ones. None of their real scream ones. They had I Made a Wax. They had Downfall. They had All Streets Lead to Lauder, something like that. The good ones.
Yeah.
They played all the good ones.
Like Downfall is like number one.
That is the one. Yeah, it was the last song. This one they closed on.
Oh, like, of course.
Yeah. But and then Blink-182 came out. This is right when their new album released. They didn't play a lot of their new songs. I'm not crazy about their new songs.
Yeah, people were saying it was one of the worst albums. And I was like, yeah, it's that bad.
Yeah, I wasn't even a fan of Neighborhoods, really.
Yeah.
There were like 2 songs that weren't bad. Up All Night was all right. There were some pretty sick drums and Heart something.
Heart something.
I can't remember it. So it has heart in it. But the drum intro to that song is just whack. Like I was like, ooh, all right. I don't know, it's not Heartbreaker, I don't know, something like that. It has heart in the name.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, I really like their Anima album, greatest hits album, obviously, because
the greatest hits album was like it was the greatest.
It was the greatest, yeah.
No, yeah. Oh man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I
don't know, I can't pick a favorite song, but Dumpweed is pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good one. But yeah, but basically like that is the music I'm coming back to now. Like I kind of like transitioning, and like I'm trying to explore a little bit more rap now, just because like I used to, and then I like absolutely hated it, and I'm still like not into it too much anymore.
Dude, you were the one to put Lil Wayne in my life.
I was the one?
Yes.
Oh, like
no. Like I'll never forget that, because like half of it was because of the beat. I was like, this sounds amazing. Who is this? You're like, Lil Wayne. I was like, Lil Wayne. And then I got super into Lil Wayne for a while.
Oh man, I made you burn CDs and like that.
Yeah, man, I gave it to like Cameron Junty.
Oh my god,
dude, he's actually coming on the podcast sooner or later.
Is he really?
Yes.
I did not talk to him
forever. Dude, did you know that he makes music?
I did not.
Yes, under the name Junty, Juhnte, or no T. Oh God, I messed it up. I'll have to look how because I feel like it's Juhnte, but I feel like that's wrong.
Was his last name taken? Like,
I don't know.
He just wanted something cool.
Yeah, something cool. It's still him. But yeah. But yeah, man, you got me onto that. Burning CDs. Yeah, I burned like a bunch of CDs for people.
Oh man, yeah, you were the guy, dude. You were the black market. Was you?
Me and Greg had P90X.
Oh no, not P90X. Also, no, I remember that one too. I was considering getting that from you too, and then I was actually hanging out with Hayden Lane for a little while, which was I was one of the cool kids, right?
Wow.
And like,
he was the top dog.
Oh yeah, and then I was out of that real quick. I couldn't hang.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But he was a nice dude and everything. But yeah, he was always doing P90X, and he was like trying to get me to do it. And I'm like, all right, I'm down. I'm not about to back down from a workout, but it's not easy. It's not a lot of fun. I remember you telling me you were doing it too. Like, you did it all summer once, and I'm like, these summers are too hot here. Like,
oh my god.
So you stay inside in the summer.
Exactly.
Like, winter is when you go out.
I kind of, you know what? That's hilarious, because I was thinking about doing it again, because now there's like P90X3. They made like 2 or 3 more of them.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, well,
I wonder how they are. I've been thinking about working out, like for the past year, but
it just hasn't happened.
I mean, I was real good about it for the first 2 years of college, and now it's just, school, dude.
Yeah,
like, school
takes a lot of time.
And
like, especially what you're doing, man.
Oh man,
I can't even imagine.
I mean, trying to save lives, but
hey man, but that's what I'm saying.
No, it's just like, it's unbelievable. It's not like. It's not like it's not worth it. Obviously, it's worth it. It's what I want to do. It's getting me to that next step, and it's no better, no worse than any other major. It's all, it's all your passion.
Yeah.
It's just, for some reason, this major, they had decided to give it the heaviest workload. Like, I believe to graduate through the major, they changed it from 126 to I think 130 hours to graduate.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, so that's not cool.
No, it's not cool. And like on top of that, there's all the pre-medical courses that I'm gonna need to. Well, not gonna need. I already added them. So that brings me to a grand total of, I don't know. I got my ring at like, I got my ring early, so that tells you how many hours I had to throw in there. It was I don't know. By the end of the time I graduate, I'll have like 140 or something. Like, it's disgusting. Like,
dang.
Like, you should give me another degree. No, but all jokes. But like, yeah, no, it's definitely cool. I like it. Hate it sometimes, but I like it.
Like, was it something that you always wanted to do?
Actually, no. So I grew up, I was growing up, and I was like, I want to be a scientist.
Yeah.
Because that was interesting.
Yeah.
We were watching Bill Nye. I was like,
oh yeah,
I want to be Bill Nye. Yeah. But I wanted to be a scientist.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I really wanted to be an actor. But no, that learned very quickly how hard that road is. So anyways, I said scientist. When I decided I wanted to do medicine was when I started playing around with just like, I don't know, I just like learned a few things, just kind of, because I don't know, it was just something that kind of came to me, medicine, and it was like, I like it a lot, like just since I was a child, and it all came down to just things I saw. I never was like squeamish when I saw somebody whose arm was like, like hanging off of their elbow.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, there's probably a way to fix that. Like,
yeah.
But it was always cool. Like, I say all this, but I'm always like, I never want to do surgery. Like, no, I never want to be in surgery.
Yeah.
I want to conduct surgeries.
Gotcha.
Like, I want to do them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one under. Like,
yeah, gotcha.
But I don't want to get caught up in it at all. But no, I guess medicine was always something like I just liked. I genuinely cannot tell you how I got into it. It's just something that I seem to like. But then engineering, I just realized going through school, I was like, I'm pretty good at this math and physics stuff, so might as well give it a shot.
Okay.
And then once it really came down to deciding if I was doing biomedical engineering or not was when I thought about what I wanted to do. And to me, it's always really important leaving a mark. You know, I like when people remember me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a Napoleon complex. I don't know what it is, but no, I'm just joking. But
I was like, geez.
No, I'm totally joking.
Yeah.
I just like, I like being in settings where, like, for instance, the when I asked to go on stage and perform.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice, but like to be on a stage, people will be like, that guy.
Yeah.
You know, and every time they see me, they'll be like, you were that guy.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, I've kind of had that personality ever since I got into, I want to say high school. I didn't really have it so much in junior high.
Yeah.
Or before that, I was kind of like still figuring out who I was, I guess. But I kind of grew into that, and it gives me kind of like energy when I do it. So what I really wanted to do was I decided biomedical engineering because I know it's a very up and coming field. It's something that you're always gonna need. But mostly it was because it was the most direct way to, I guess, get everything you needed before actually becoming a surgeon.
Okay.
You know, because being a surgeon, you need to be innovative. You cannot be only textbook, like, because, you know, nobody has the same exact, I mean, probably somebody, but like, it's not always going to be the same exact fracture.
Yeah.
Right. It's not always going to be the same exact valve rupture, that kind of thing. So you need to be able to, well, in my mind, like, you need to be able to have these sort of engineering principles in order to, well, that's one thing, like, you have the engineering principles to actually, you know, fix these situations, to actually be able to think on your toes and not be such a one-dimensional surgeon. And another thing is being able to move with the times, because if you're someone who's done work in the field, someone who's studied this kind of stuff, like I've been doing research ever since I was a freshman in college, so like, this is my third year doing research now.
What is your specific?
So I did a couple things. First, I did at Houston Methodist Hospital. I did some fantastic place, by the way, great hospital. Shout out. No, but so what I did there, I did some neuro regenerative medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working on spinal cords. So people who actually, funny story. People who get paralyzed in their forelimbs was kind of the project I was working on. Like, they lose function in their forelimbs because of some sort of contusion to their spinal cord.
Yeah.
So we were working on ways to regenerate that ability using like stem cells and some other stimulation methods to kind of regenerate that, so you're not having, you know, so at least you can get the motion back, right? Because after I went there and I learned that like, I learned this is the most important aspect. Like, think about it. If you couldn't walk, all right, what are your limitations? And then think about if you couldn't use your hands, what are your limitations? Right.
Huge.
Exactly.
You can't,
it's a huge...
not that you can't live, but right. It's like that.
Exactly. Like,
it's a form of that.
Mm-hmm. We take them for granted. It
for
really
sure.
is. So, I mean, that's what I focused on there. And I did a summer there. And then since then, I've been working in a lab here, and we're working on what's called is microfluidics, kind of lab on a chip sort of ideas. And what that means is that basically you're taking an in vitro means outside the body, in vivo means inside. So an in vitro model you're creating, and it's basically meant to mimic bodily systems.
That's insane. So is it like a gelatin?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Good guess. I mean, I don't know how you how you came up with that. That's actually exactly what it is.
Okay.
So we make these like there's basically gelatinous slabs. Our work specifically does microfluidics, so we work on blood flow is our main focus. My project that I'm working on is venous flow. Okay. So
like capillaries and stuff like that.
No, like, well, kind of, but like actually veins in the legs.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
like actual veins
in
the deep veins in the legs. So, you know, like a big problem is clotting in these veins, and the way they're shaped, they're kind of shaped like spades. Like, they have these little cusps and valves. And the reason that happens is because the reason the body is like that is because gravity is forcing the blood downward, and that blood needs to get up to your heart, right? Because Venus is the blood returning to your heart.
Yeah.
So it has these kind of valves that open and close alternately. So, and then they open and close in accordance with your leg moving. So when you're moving, your muscles are actually squeezing these vessels.
Okay.
So when they do that, the valve above opens and the valve below closes. And what that does is it reduces backflow. So
obviously it can build up.
Yeah,
okay.
it can build up, and that's where the and a lot of it happens in these little spade-like things.
Okay.
So it's really interesting to see that how important, because like when blood is sitting stagnant in the body, that's when it tends to clot.
Yeah.
When it's not moving. Mm-hmm. So the idea is to keep it in motion, which is why there's the suction of the heart, just because of the way it's pushing. But venous flow, the flow rate in veins is much slower than in the arteries. Like when it's coming out at whatever flow rate, but when it's in your legs coming up, it's going super slow.
Ooh. Okay.
So that's what we're trying to prevent. We're trying to prevent that. So what we do in our lab is we work on different kind of diagnostic tools, different testing platforms, so testing platforms being for like drugs and stuff like that, to test them in these models to see if they give the desired effect before actually going to like clinical trials or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was able to get the opportunity to actually interview and see how we can maybe sell this thing that we're trying to create. And
wow.
Dang. So
sweet, man.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. A lot of the work that we're doing here, so yeah, that's kind of why I like it. Because it's all these things that can be implemented in the hospital, and that's what I want to do. Unfortunately, I have not gotten any sort of research experience in orthopedics, which is what I actually want to do. Because I want to be able to create different, like the proper prosthetics or good bone plates, stuff like that, things that'll get athletes back on their feet and get going like faster than ever before, stronger than ever before.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know you had an ACL tear, right? It was not fun.
Entire reconstruction. Yeah.
Exactly. It was not fun.
That was
right.
horrible.
Did they do allograft it, or did they do autograft?
They did. Oh well, I don't know the specifics.
Okay, so autograft would be from your own body. They took something else.
Yes.
They did that.
Yes.
Okay, what did they take? Hamstring?
Sucks.
Or
yes, my hamstring.
Your hamstring? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like that. Like that's what they're. Look like things like that, like a new way, some other material that we can create maybe that could fix that faster and not be so hard on your, like having to take something out of you.
You see, okay, funny that you said that, because how much research have you done on stem cells? Because some people have had stem cells with the same reconstruction, whether it be their knee, some type of joint, and had no problems.
Yeah.
Like brand new, like it never even happened. Yeah. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah. No, it's possible. That's the thing. Is like it's very possible. Okay. But there's a lot of testing that needs to be done, right? Like there's our clinical trials, and I mean, I'm sure it's a very expensive procedure.
Yeah, like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. And but that's kind of where I want to go, which is why I liked the whole regenerative medicine area that I was in for a little bit. Is because the best way to heal the body is by letting the body heal itself. And you can only do that if you can it's only effective if you can figure out a way to kind of push it, and that's what we were trying to do over at Methodist. And that's kind of what I want to do with orthopedics as well, because, like we've been athletes our whole lives, right? So it's kind of a big thing for us. And luckily I haven't had any injuries or anything like that yet. But I know a lot of people who have. Ryan, for instance, made of glass, but great athlete. Like all these guys, great athletes, but they're always like held back by limited. Like even Tyler had his what do you call that? Something. I didn't know all the details, but he was injured, right? Yeah. He was injured. He wasn't able to play his first year. Things like that. It's it holds them back, and I want to be able to push them forward. They shouldn't. And just an injury, a broken bone, a torn ligament. There can be a better way. Yeah. So that's kind of that's where I want to get to. I want to be able to create it and then implement it, and then my name's Road. That's
Heck
that.
yeah.
Like I've made my mark. That's
Heck yeah.
That's how I want to make my mark. So.
Dude, please. Like, man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is.
Give me 20 some years, but
yeah.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, no, man, that is awesome.
But,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so orthopedics. So like that. So that was the main thing. Like just being an athlete, seeing how certain people deal with their injuries, and like that's just kind of what brought you onto it.
Yeah, it was just kind of like the best blend of everything that I enjoyed growing up. Like I enjoyed sports, I enjoyed the science behind medicine, surgery, and the other thing is for me, it needed to be surgery.
Yeah.
Like I will not be okay. I mean, like I say I won't be okay, but like I mean, I wouldn't be as happy if I was just an internal medicine physician. I don't feel like I would have reached my full potential. Like I feel like I would have been holding my own self back if I did that, because I can do more, and I enjoy doing more. When you're in surgery, you're on your feet, you're fixing things, it's very hands-on.
Yeah.
And just be able to do that, and I've been able to shadow in on a bunch of surgeries already.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. I got to watch over winter break a hand surgeon. So wow, yeah, dude, it was cool. He fixed a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, this bodybuilder guy came in. He had a torn distal bicep tear.
Like did it come off the bone, or like?
Yeah, the ligament came off the bone right here. So
okay, yeah,
he was like barely able to move his arm up.
Damn.
Yeah. So he needed to like take it. Basically what he did was he took the ligament, cut it a little bit, and then kind of stretched it a little bit, and then took a button. It's called a button, but they basically sew it into it, and then just kind of like shoot it into the bone, and then it just
like
stays
staples
there.
It in there.
Essentially, yeah.
What the heck?
It is extremely cool.
Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but like I think the worst thing about it for these patients is that the ones going through things like hands and stuff like that, when we're dealing with things where they're around the nerves, unfortunately these patients get local anesthetic, but not much, because as soon as they got out of surgery, the doctor needs to come and make sure that they can still move their fingers.
And like that's like
yeah,
like,
that means
a common thing, like to where they're like, oh shit, sorry, or like what?
Well, no, it's not a common thing, but it's just a precaution, because when you're working around nerves, you never, I mean, you do know, because I mean we obviously practice has gotten really, really good, but
yeah, I mean everyone's different,
right? Yeah, and it's just like there's always that chance, so you don't want to block the nerve, and then like just find out 2 weeks later, or not 2 weeks. I mean, they'll figure out later in the day that they can't move anything. Yeah. Because the nerve's all messed up. But then you have to admit them back in. You got to give them all the pre-op stuff and then all that. You know what that's like. Yeah. Yeah. So
sucks.
Yeah. So it's better to just be able to tell them. But like they're in a lot of pain, dude. Because like I mean, a lot of these people, I've seen a couple things like, so that's how that one, right? So doing in right there, carpal tunnel, easiest procedure, dude. Literally just little incision right here. Go in through here with a little camera. If you can't get in there with the camera, because there's like too much muscle and all that around there, it's actually hold on. If you do this, you see that one right there? Yeah. You just, that's the ligament. Just cut it. That's it. Like you just make an incision right here and then you just slice it.
Why?
That's the carpal tunnel. Because carpal tunnel is like
when it tightens up. Is that all that it is?
No. The fact that so carpal tunnel is actually a very big misconception. It's like this area just gets very irritated, and this what is it? This ligament, is pressing on these nerves right here. Okay. So if I were to do this to you,
it would hurt immensely.
It wouldn't hurt, but you'd feel like shocks and tingling going up your fingers, stuff like that. If you run down your hand like this, you wouldn't be able to feel it. Okay. That kind of thing, like because it's just messing with the nerve. Yeah. So what you do is this is like a hand surgeon's bread and butter. Like you literally just make a little incision. Either you go in with the camera, you make a little bigger incision, and then you just snip it. And that's literally the procedure.
So then, what like?
It's you don't need it. You don't need it.
You don't need it.
You'd be surprised how much in your hand you don't need. Like really? Wow. Yeah. Like they there's a bone right here. I can't remember what it is. I just keep forgetting. But it starts with a C. I'll remember when it doesn't matter. But yeah. But like, so this is little bone right here. It basically it's the center for arthritis in the thumb. They just take it out. Like, just remove it.
What, is it just, it's okay, so they just,
you don't need it. Yeah, like, because it's this muscle right here. Sorry, this muscle, this bone right here just ends up rubbing down on, I think it's like right here, actually. It's right here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's right in here. It's rubbing on this, and that's what's causing the arthritis.
So you just take it out.
Just take it out.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, it's crazy because I was like, wait, so you're not doing anything else? You don't need to like rearrange the bones or anything, like reset them? And they're just like,
no.
You really don't need this bone. And I'm like, all right.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then most of these people that have this anyway, they're like older age anyway. So like, they really don't need it because unless they're doing like work on a farm or like electrician work or something. I don't know what they would do in that old age.
Wow.
To where they would need it,
but like, know that.
Yeah, there's a lot you don't need. But yeah, I saw that, and there's like trigger fingers and stuff like that. Like, there's a bunch of cool different things that I saw, and that was just one set. The other set was brain surgeries. Those were interesting.
Wow. Wait, you actually saw? Yeah. You shadowed for brain surgery?
Yeah. This is also while I was at Methodist, because...
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was cool. It was honestly the worst part for me in the brain surgery was the clamp.
Oh, what? Like...
So,
oh god, like I feel like I know what it is. But...
It's a clamp, dude. Like it's exactly what you think it is. Like god. So, it's a brain surgery, right? So you're working in the head. You do not want this head to move. All right. So where you have a pillow, right? Like when you bring them in, you're laying them down on the table, right?
Yeah.
And you have their head kind of inclined on their plate, right? But then they remove the. Well,
I know.
Like they call it an operation table, but it's like it's a plate. Like
straight up plate. Yeah.
So they pull that out, right? So the head's just kind of like laying there, right? Yeah. So someone's holding it. Someone's holding the head, right? And they position it to where you can see exactly like where you need to go in. And there's this metal clamp with it's a 3, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 2 prong clamp, but like.
It goes in the head.
Like, this clamp is like this clamp has like I don't know, they're like this big cones at the end of it that just like one goes like back here, one goes like right here, the other goes like right there. God. That is part of the bad part. And then the other part that I thought was just absolutely horrendous was they love their staplers. Like all the how they drape you, right? Like how they put up all the curtains and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But so for brain, you're making kind of like a small incision, probably like that big, maybe.
Oh, a small incision.
As small as you can possibly make an incision,
of course,
right?
Of
so
course,
they call it that big, right?
Yeah.
And so they cover up everything around that, so like nothing gets around it. But like, they're just stapling that shit to your head, like like all the towels and stuff. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that's so weird.
And none of the saw to the skull was a problem to me. That all made sense. But like stapling stuff to the face, like I was like, what are you doing? But that was a fun one for me.
They love their staplers.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Watch this.
No, literally, like it's an excessive amount of staples. Like they do not need to put that many staples in. But the weirdest part is that
it's all hypothetical, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, literally the weirdest part is that the wounds that these staples and the clamps give you, you'd think they'd be pretty bad. They're not at all.
Really?
Like, yeah, they don't need any stitches for any of that. And because they kind of shorten blood to that part, well, they don't shorten it because you still, you'll die if you don't have blood to the brain, obviously. But so they're still running blood to the brain, but they're kind of thinning it a little bit, so it's not as crazy. So you're not really getting...
that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So they always give you blood thinners.
Oh, yeah.
They always give you blood thinners whenever you're doing surgery, just because you don't want because it's just like
sedated.
Like you don't want that. So yeah, it's just really interesting because you see that side, and it's really a cool thing, and I'm just excited that I will hopefully get that opportunity to be a surgeon because they are just cool people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they aren't the people you see. Like, honestly, like, when they see you, they are the best on and off professionals. Like, when they need it on, like, when they as soon as we walked in the door,
business.
Face on business.
Yeah.
Like, they were exactly how they need to be with the patient, exactly what you think a doctor is.
Yeah.
You get out of there, oh my God, it's awesome. Like, like, they...
Like,
I don't know what what I'm allowed to say,
like,
but
finishes up pretty cool, right? Like,
no, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Like,
but
yeah, he'll be fine.
It's nothing bad. I promise.
Okay,
it's nothing bad. It's just like, you know, maybe they want their privacy.
Better
so
be safe.
I'm not gonna. Yeah. But it was honestly those are the coolest experiences. So I would like to be. You know, I feel like I've learned enough to where. I can't say I would be able to do it on my own, but like if I was a resident and I was working with a surgeon, there are a couple procedures that I think I could actually. You could actually
perform it.
I could. They wouldn't be extremely successful all the time. Like the success rate would be low. Obviously, I'd need the surgeon to be like walking me, or just making sure I'm not, you know, cutting a nerve. Yeah. That kind of thing. Because like, I mean, I haven't messed with any cadavers. I haven't like actually seen what they are. But on paper, if you told me to write down the procedure, I could write it down. Like. I know I'm like that, but when it comes to actual practice, like being able to differentiate a nerve and a blood vessel, it's not too hard. But like just to be able to do it in the body in that kind of setting, just making sure you don't mess up this person, you know, like that's the most important thing. And I just felt like it was really rewarding, and I was really excited to get to.
No, man, that is awesome. Yeah, awesome. So. Okay, you're going to finish with damn near 150 credits, so... yeah. And how many years are you looking at?
Years?
That's a long... I know it's a long way away. Ride, yeah. Like about 8 or 9.
So, well, these are 4, so not including these. There's another 4 of medical. Okay. All right, and then you got at least 2 years of residency. For orthopedics, it's probably more like 4 or 5.
Oh, shit.
So... It doesn't have to be, but I mean, like, because 2 or 3 of those would probably be fellowship years where you'd specialize. So, like, let's say I want to be a foot surgeon, a hand surgeon, like, those would be my fellowship years. I'd specialize in that. Yeah. So, like, I would be, if you have a hand problem or a foot problem, you come to me. Oh, man. You know, that kind of thing. So, you know, obviously I say I know what I want to do now, but I don't.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
it's impossible to say.
Life is weird. Yeah.
Exactly, and as soon as I get to med school, it's all gonna change. Yeah, you know, maybe. I mean, I'd be excited for it if it changes. Honestly, like I find something like, oh, this is my passion. Yeah. You know, like I thought this was it, but this is really it. I'm totally cool with it. Yeah, that's and I'm excied for it because that's you know, if I can find that, I got to enjoy what I'm doing, right? So.
Gotcha. No, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Do what you want.
Yeah. Do what you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
Like you do, yeah. No, man. No, that's super cool. Yeah. Super freaking cool. I could have never imagined doing that. So glad there's people like you out there.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. Hopefully, it's worth it. I mean, I know it'll be worth it. I know it'll be worth it. But it's just like putting into perspective. You know, like when you start really thinking about it, because you know, you start thinking about it's like, okay, wait, I want to have a family. I want to have kids. You know, that kind of stuff. It starts getting into that, and then you start realizing, oh crap. I'll be like 35, 38 when I get out of here. Yeah. So it's like, you know, you got to kind of play the cards. It's what you want out of life. And then I don't know that yet. All I know is like, this is something I want to do. And I got to figure out how I'm going to get there. Yeah. So whatever happens along the way is whatever it is. So.
Dang, man. That's something else. Yeah. That is something else. And I wish you luck. And
thank you.
I will give you all support that I possibly can because that's awesome.
You as well. Let me know if there's any more I can contribute to. You know, I'm still, like I said, I'm trying to get my acting career going. So we need to.
Oh man, of course.
Me and Cash Money both.
Oh yeah, Mr. Cash Money. No man, no, that's super freaking cool. So, you've been on. So it was that bicep brain, which boggles my mind. No pun intended. Nah, man, super cool. So do you have any like? So the research you're doing right now is still the same.
Yeah, so it'll be the same for now. I'm gonna try this summer to go. Maybe try doing something else, just kind of to get for me, it's more of
just learn as much as you can.
Yeah, learn as much as I can, see as much as I can, but at the same time, it's also just doing something different.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
I mean, it's great to continue, and I'm getting close to finishing up a project. So if I can finish this up by the end of the semester, I'll feel exactly where I want to be. But I mean, I'm still young. Like, I'm in college. Like, I should go do stuff. So this summer, I'm trying to go. I mean, it's not like doing much. I mean, it's still doing the same thing. It's just doing it somewhere else. Like, I'm thinking about going to UW-Madison and doing a research, same thing, research internship there. Same thing I did at Methodist Hospital. I would do there, and you know, just to get a different feel. Just because I spent last summer here. By the way, College Station in the summer is fantastic.
Why is there no one here?
There's just enough people here. Like, it's enough to make you feel like the place is still lively, but it's enough people also to be like, you can still get a sandwich. You know?
Wow.
Like, before the thing closes.
I think I might have to stay here this summer.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just one of those things. Like, I definitely, I like the work I do. Do I put too much work into it? Yes, I do. But
that's besides the point.
That's besides the point. Yeah. No, but yes, I definitely like it, and you know, it's almost like two birds with one stone. You know, like I'm going to see something that I like. Probably should have also applied to some in the Northeast and the West Coast, but I mean, I spoke with this guy, the guy that I'm planning on doing some work with. I was lucky enough to go to a conference in Phoenix, so which I think I told you about yesterday. Yeah, I did. So from that conference, I'd met him, and that's kind of how I got into this. And
gotcha.
Yeah, so I kind of felt like I had an in, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go for this one and then call it a day.
Heck yeah.
But, yeah. So.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no. Let me know if you're doing any of this other stuff, because this is like, if I wasn't doing what I was doing, this is what I would be doing. Because this is fun. Like, if I have a passion for something, there's two things I have a passion for.
What?
This, okay, aside from medicine, obviously, because that's
of course.
That's it's this, and like biomechanical research that I can apply to shoe design. Like,
shoe design.
That would be like, if I can get a job at Nike.
You do it.
I would do it, like, hands down. Like, if I'm just on their biomechanics research team, do you know how much free stuff I'm getting, and like, just like the in I'm getting to Nike?
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Just to be able to say, like, I contributed to what Roger Federer is wearing on his feet.
Dang.
Like, that is what, you know, like, I didn't come up with the design, obviously, but I came up with the cushioning, like, you know, like, all that, and like, I came up with whatever Nike Zoom. I didn't come up with it, but like, whatever the next thing is.
Yeah.
You know, we had Zoom, we had Lunar Lawn, we had Flywire. What's the next thing? Flynet is there, you know, so whatever that next thing is. Like, I mean, yeah, if they handed me a job, I'd be like,
let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I even tried it. Like, I emailed like 3 guys who work in their biomechanics research department. I'm like, can you guys give me an intern? Not can you give me an internship, but like, how can I get
like
one?
Essentially, yeah.
Basically, just wanted to
look at me, please.
Guess how many replies I get?
Yeah. Zero.
Yeah.
Damn.
Absolutely zero.
Usually how it goes.
But I mean, I shot my shot, so I mean,
that's all you can do.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. If they ever do reply to me, I will definitely
gladly accept.
Yeah, Nike, if you're out there, just no, but it's just, that's something. Those are two of the things that I would definitely. So like, all this stuff interests me. When we're talking about mics, we're talking about miking up drum sets, we're talking about creating videos, all that kind of stuff. I did the caveman way. Like, I learned, like, let's put it that way. I learned that there were more efficient ways to doing it. Like, I would, oh my God, I would record an audio track for my drums, and then I would overlay the music onto it, and then I would overlay the video onto it, when I could have just played, because, like, you know, you're listening to the song, right?
Yeah.
I could have just put the song on the video to start, like, onto the audio file that I was making, and then just played along to that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just little things like that that you learn along the way. And like, you know, I never had the opportunity or like really pursued trying to get any of these nice mics or any of these nice cameras, which I mean, you have. They're fantastic, and I've seen the stuff you do with them, and they're amazing. So, like, if I could be, that's something it's an art, and it's not something that like I have the skill for, but it is something that I do enjoy doing, like as a hobby. So
of course.
If there is any time, just please let me know. I'm definitely interested. So
of course, man. Of course. I'm happy to do it.
Awesome.
But yeah. Oh man. I'm gonna see if we can get something together, and then hopefully we can make some projects.
Yeah.
Because
we got all the equipment.
Yeah, we got all the equipment, and the way I see it, man, time's running out.
Dude, yeah, you are right. We are running out. Like, I mean, that's what I'm thinking all the time. I'm like, all right, I got I guess 1.5 technically, still 1.5 years, and then if medical school is what happens, then that's it.
Yeah.
Like
then you're going from there.
Yeah, that's life after that, and then hopefully I'll be able to buy a nice shiny car. Yeah. So we'll see.
Oh man. Hey man, I don't want to take any more of your time. I appreciate it because we went a little bit over.
No, we're good. We're having a good time, man. We're having a good time. Man. This is definitely worth it. Thank you very much for having me.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm very glad we got to get this going. It's good to see, really, really pick another drummer's mind, another athlete's mind.
Yes, man.
Just see other people's view on the same things that I, think. So, because you don't get that often, right? Like, I don't know how many drummers you meet, but I've met
close to zero.
Yeah, I haven't met a single one. So, yeah, man. But thank you very much.
Of course, man. Of course. Anytime. If you want to do this again,
I would love to do this again. Maybe next time we can just make a video, grab a set, just throw some stuff around.
Is a beautiful idea, because that I feel like we should make happen.
Yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, I would be more than happy to do that. Just get like, I'm gonna tell you, my rudiments are off, man. Like, I'm not where I need to be.
Me too. Yeah.
But I will definitely, if it's on a set or something, if it's a practice pad, I'm gonna be trash. But if it's on a set, I can maybe make some stuff happen, and I just think it would be cool. If you got people watching, we can maybe I don't know. I always thought it'd be cool to maybe give a little drum clinics, give a little stuff. I'm not at that level, but I could definitely work with it, try and give some ideas, see what you got, and we could
for sure.
I think together we can make something happen,
dude.
But yeah, or just mess around and just goof
throw it
around,
on,
just show them. Just show people whatever they want to see, just take some comments, show me how to do a double roll with the twing on the hi-hat. I'm like, all right, sure.
All right, awesome. That's how you do it. And then we'll have 10 different camera angles, slow-mo. Yeah.
No, but I don't know. It's something I wanted to do, and I don't know. I just feel like it would be a fun thing to do. So if you, and we did definitely, all the things we're talking about, if anybody's listening, then, anybody's anybody's to the drum part is this is why you're listening to this, then that's what I mean. Obviously everybody's listening to this, dude. This is, but no, I mean definitely that's something we could be able to actually show them what we mean when we say things, because I think there's a lot of things not very technical, but there are a lot of technical terms we used that maybe not everybody in the audience would have understood face value, but it would be cool to show. So
yes, dude,
let me know if you're interested in that.
No,
but,
100%. I'm just now it's just more steps to get to
right.
So, yeah, man.
Another reason to get that little unit, right?
Exactly.
But,
exactly.
And then we can honestly, we can just make a little show out of it, dude. Make a little money on the side. It would
that'd be so
possible.
nice.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a good idea. I think I'll talk to Jacob about it.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. Well,
yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Heck yeah, man.
All right.